Persistently forechecking down across center zone. Rangers had the puck. This is DeBlois. DeBlois throws one ahead, hoping for Hickey as an offside pass. Two Kings took each other out. Edestrand collided with Goldup. And then DeBlois collided with the linesman.
The line of DeBlois, Duguay, and Hickey was outstanding in the game in New York. Duguay making a very costly error in the beginning of the game, but certainly atoned for it as the game went on. He was skating all night.
Duguay against Goring. And Goring wins the draw. Edestrand ahead, trying to headman for Goring. It almost worked. Dave Maloney was there. Maloney comes up to the red line and scales one in. Hart makes the stop. Knocked away as Duguay forechecks. Tried to get it away, sends one out toward left-hand side. Maloney's got a shot. He'll take it. It's off a stick and wide. Maloney took a hard check, and the crowd applauds.
You might see more bodily contact in this game than we saw in New York, James.
Murphy coming down. He comes down offside.
Goldup was offside on the left-hand side.
19 minutes, 19 seconds to go in that Toronto-Atlanta game. Toronto scored 3 goals within 23 seconds in the first period.
It was Sittler, and Ellis. The first goal at 4:04 and the last goal at 4:27. After one period, it was 4-1. After 3 periods, of course, it was 7-4, and Atlanta is eliminated. Sittler had the hat trick.
Teams have changed. Charlie Simmer comes out with Dion in the middle. Now they're going to change again at the Rangers to commit themselves to a lineup with Walter Tkachuk in the middle, Hedberg on the right side, and Vickers on the left. So we got a little bench work going on now. Jensen, number 22, working on left wing. We'll pick them up as we go. Still absents the center here. At the right side, Williams going down across the line now. Coming in right-hand side, and offside is Hedberg.
Certainly Anders Hedberg will strive to get this series over tonight so he can get home and spend a few days with his new family. 10 pounds.
Doug Halvard is on right defense. Number 2, Randy Maneri working on the left side. And this is Halvard coming out. Vickers is after him and takes him in. Back for Greshner. Greshner makes the turn to the right-hand side. Takes a check in the corner from Jensen. Lost the puck. Free puck. Comes up on right wing with the Rangers. A dump pass just crosses the blue line. The crowd saw it. Murphy did not. And Vickers comes across the wrong wing and sends one in. As Hedberg took a hard check from the area. Halvard coming around the left-hand side of the net. Kept in for Greshner's shot on a screen that goes wide. Comes back up on right wing. This is Williams coming out. Williams down across the blue line. Williams to the red line and sends one in. Knocked aside by Barrett. Down in front. Swept aside by Hedberg. And Hedberg has the puck. The Rangers are breaking. Hedberg to the red line. Hedberg goes in onside and lost the puck. Right back out by Howard. Barish off the sideboard. Rangers are offside. And there's no doubt this is a different game from a Los Angeles standpoint. They had thrown more body here in the first couple of minutes. We saw the entire game.
Los Angeles Kings are not a contact hockey club. They had less penalties than anybody in the league this year. That offside, by the way, was called intentionally. It goes back into the Ranger zone to the left of John Davidson.
18 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. Period number 1. There is no score.
Los Angeles is a tough hockey club to skate with. They can fly.
Esposito was out on the ice. Pass right side. Holt turns one around the corner. Picked up on the right side of the goaltender. Dion can't hold the puck, though. It's ahead by Marois. Esposito playing hurt. Sends one ahead. It's off the blue line. Here comes Dion. Marcel Dion gets a step and shoots wide. Left side is Simmer. Tries to find Dion. Takes a check. Free puck. This is Taylor, number 18. In front, Simmer. Got an angle. Knocked aside by the Rangers. Free puck. Picked aside. Free puck and swept aside. Still digging for it. And finally, the referee loses sight. And we're going to break. There's a break in the action with the score. Rangers nothing. Kings nothing.
It's Ron
Davidson's left side. No change to the Kings. None for the Rangers. The Esposito line is out there now. Free puck behind the Ranger net. McEwen lost it. Shot, save, rebound, wide. Big save by Davidson on a dead-on backhand shot. Esposito loses. Simmer's shot, save by Davidson. Kings are pressing the action. Dion now to Marois in front, save, or post. Free puck, stopped in front. Free puck wide, right side. Rangers can't get it out. Now they do. Murdoch breaks it loose. Murdoch is taken down. Hard check, penalty on the Kings.
is going in for the Kings for a board check or a charge. So the Los Angeles Kings showing how they're going to treat this hockey game with bodily contact. They feel they can beat the Rangers by hitting. And the first hit is Randy Hart. He's in the penalty box, but that's no new place for him. He was second in the National Hockey League drawing penalties this last season. It's called boarding.
Time of the penalty, 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Randy Hart will be out, and the Rangers will have the first power play of the game. No score, 17 minutes and 25 seconds showing on the clock for the first period. Phil Esposito, who suffered a very painful bone injury, has since incurred a groin injury and is playing despite both of them. Very courageous. Shot off Karam's right side. Murphy's got it. Lost one to Don Maloney. Don Maloney with the puck. Espos in front. Don Maloney in front. Greshner. Save. Big save by Lazard. Clear.
That should give the young goaltender confidence. Beautifully set up by Don Maloney to Greshner, and Lazard came out and cut down the angle.
Murdoch to Greshner. Gresh across the blue line. Esposito's wide left side with Hedberg. He takes the puck. Hedberg shoots. Save. Rising shot on Lazard.
The Rangers beat Lazard in New York with rising high shots, particularly on the right-hand side. That's where Hedberg tried to put it. The Rangers, with a 24.5% reduction on power plays, they have scored 75 goals.
16 minutes, 56 seconds on the clock. Left to go in the power play. 1 minute and 31 seconds. Jim Gordon along with Bill Chadwick sending the action from California. Butch Goring against Esposito on the draw. Scramble, comes back and out. Goring is out there with Murphy.
Marcel Dion, Jim, is not going to lay down for a game like this. He's never been on a winner. He wants it.
Darrell Edisbrand and Rob Palmer fill out the penalty-killing team for the Los Angeles Kings. This is Murdoch with the puck across the red line. And ahead for Hedberg. Lazard and Hedberg. Hedberg turns the corner. Esposito, 2 men in front. Esposito comes out. He's looking across for Hedberg. It goes in front. Knocked aside. Espo back to the point. Murdoch to Esposito. Off his skate. He can't hold it. And back across center zone. Time of the power play, 56 seconds. Davidson comes well out to start his team up ice. Greshner holds away from a check by Mark Heaslip just on the ice. Greshner gets in, cross, but he's offside.
Hickey was offside on the left-hand side, trying to jump the gun. And Shero makes changes. Duguay, Deblois. And Hickey stays out there.
Phil Esposito comes off the ice. He's had a remarkable season for the Rangers. My own personal opinion, I think the best hockey year he has ever had. I know he scored more goals, but he's played tremendous two-way hockey. Offside. Hickey again.
16:07 left in this first period. The Rangers in power play attempts during the regular season was 6 for 17 against the Los Angeles Kings.
Hickey is in. Shot wide. Deblois missed the net on a bullet. Duguay's pass knocked down. McEwen sends one in front. The Kings have it. Vanaski comes away. Vic Vanaski. Deeks one time gets through but lost the puck. Back checking taken away by McEwen. Duguay to Hickey. Hickey starts in. Pass is offside on right wing. Deblois half step ahead of the puck.
The Rangers throwing away some good scoring opportunities by being a little bit too anxious.
21 seconds to go on the power play.
Deblois had a great opportunity. Shot it wide.
Butch Goring against Duguay. Duguay wins the draw, getting it back, and Marois turns one in. Hickey has the puck. Knocked away. He lost on a check by Murphy. Goring almost had a breakaway. The intercept by McEwen. He's got Hickey. They got Duguay in front. The pass just leads him too far. There's Duguay with Maneri. Off the stick, high in the air. Stays on the ice. Murphy's got it. Penalty is over. Here comes Goring with Holt. Goring fakes the shot. Poke check by Marois knocks it away. Rangers come back to take it up in their own end. Giveaway almost in front of the net is going to be. Goring's got it. They got a man in front. It goes behind the net. Holding away from Marois. Jensen to Williams. To Jensen again. Jensen back. Maneri, backhand pass. McEwen has the puck. Turns the corner. Comes up the Hickey side. He can't hold it. Shot toward the net. Save. And a hold. Break in the action. Score. Rangers nothing. Kings nothing. Shook is out on the ice along with Gerflat.
Eddie Johnston is on the right
fills
wing.
it out, yep.
Still Apps is up there for the Los Angeles Kings.
14 minutes and 53 seconds to go on the clock. No score, first period. Here's the face-off. Williams, backhander, not free. Rangers can't come out, though. Apps, backhander taken by Plant. Bad pass by Apps. Johnstone's pass is taken to the blue line. Apps sends it right back out again. Badney with a bad pass. And back into the Rangers' end. Johnstone trying to dig it off the board to the right-hand side. Kings playing better in the Rangers' end tonight, certainly, than they did in Madison Square Garden. Good checking by the Kings. Good forechecking. Badney finally turns it around the corner. Comes back up on left wing. Pierre Plante being checked by Williams. Tight checking by the Kings. It's been good. Eddie Johnstone. He's got Tkachuk. Johnstone can't get the return pass. Still Apps intercepts and passes to right wing. Williams comes in. Badney takes it away with his body and sends it into center zone.
Beautiful defensive play by Carol Badney.
Excellent play. Badney goes back behind the goal line. Time remaining 13:56. We're in period number 1 and the Kings are changing. Out comes Badney. Badney gets away from one man. Could not get it away from the second. Dion picks his pocket. Shot by Taylor is wide. Rebound comes down to Zimmer on left wing. Zimmer takes a hit. He turns it back for Dion. Back in front. Knocked aside by the Rangers. Taken out by Dave Maloney. Maloney's pass to Plant. Shot. Partially blocked. Goes wide right side. Tkachuk in the corner. Takes a hard hit from Taylor. And the Kings start out again. Here comes Dion. Dion is in. Poke check by Gresham. Knocks it away. Free puck goes to Greshner. Big check by Greshner. It looked like Dion was home free. Here comes Greshner. He's working with Murdoch on the left side. Greshner splits the defense and gets through, but lost the puck. And the Kings start back out again. Non-stop action in this first period. Taken away by Don Maloney. He loses to Dion. Dion goes on the right-hand side of Taylor, who takes a high stick. There's no call. Shot toward the net is stopped in front by Greshner. Just incredible action. 12:56 to go. Esposito takes the headman pass. Bodied by Edestrand. This is Zimmer coming back. Zimmer goes down. Man on top of him and holds on top of everybody. The puck is still loose. Esposito fighting for it. He is pinned in and forces the face-off at the Kings' end. Break in the action with the score. Rangers nothing in Kings.
One thing we can be sure of, this game cannot continue this way. We'll run out of players. They're really going.
Going to run out of a play-by-play announcer, I'll tell you that. Incredible pace here in the opening moments of the first period. Free puck. Kings have it. Parrish drops back. Goring's going to get around him. Nope. Good play by Parrish. Stopped him. Good play by Dave. Glenn Goldup. There's Murphy with Goring in front, and Goring has to cut behind the goal line. Goring drops to the goal line again. Rangers taking a bad pass out by the Kings. This is Greshner. Ronnie goes in. Trip going in. Penalty. Maneri's going to go. It's a trip. Rangers have the puck. The penalty has not been called yet. Back to Greshner. He's going to have a shot. In front he passes. Pass out in front. Wide by Duguay. Goaltender got his stick to it. The penalty hasn't been called yet. It is missed by Don Maloney. Murdoch tries to put it in front. It's off the side of the net, and finally the whistle blows. I thought Greshner had a better shot than a pass.
Randy Maneri will go to the penalty box for the Los Angeles Kings for a trip on Greshner. You'll see it. There's Greshner coming down the right-hand side. Watch Maneri with the right leg. And he's gone. There's Wicks with his hand up signifying the penalty will be called when the puck changes hands. It went on for about 20 seconds before it changed hands.
2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty.
So this is the second chance the Rangers will have on the power play. McEwen now comes out with Hedberg to play the points with Duguay, Hickey, and Deblois up front.
Rob Palmer is out with Darrell Edestrand and Butch Goring, and now Murphy comes off the bench after talking to his coach Bob Berry. That'll be the penalty killing outfit for the Los Angeles Kings. Duguay and Goring. Duguay wins the draw. McEwen. Shot. Save. He's got the puck.
McEwen trying the head-on shot right from the top of the slot, hoping for the rebound. 11:51 to go in this period. 1 minute and 53 seconds left on the penalty to Randy Maneri.
McEwen scored that kind of a shot against Lassard in Madison Square Garden the other night when he slipped, forgot he was supposed to be checking him and peeled off. Duguay wins the draw again. Hedberg. Back to Hedberg in the point. To the wing, right side. DeBlois. Shot. Save. Rebound by Edestrand is clear. Lassard is a different goaltender tonight. He looked like he was sleepwalking at times in the Garden. He's sharp so far. Hickey tips it ahead, but the Kings are going to get to it, and Goring cannot get a good clearing shot. It's taken easily by Hedberg. 1 minute and 23 seconds to go in the penalty time.
Face-off will be in center ice as the Rangers once again were offside.
3, Pittsburgh 1. That best of 3 series currently tied at 1 apiece.
Esposito comes out with his line. Don Maloney and Don Murdoch.
Toronto sweeping that.
Breshner now is replacing McEwen.
Vic Banaski, Mark Keyslip. Rob Palmer out on the ice now for the Los Angeles Kings along with Rip Hampton. Marois. Breshner. He's got Murdoch. Murdoch takes a hit, lost the puck. Esposito digging for it. Keyslip is there's going to be a penalty against Esposito, I believe. Espo's gone. There's a break in the action with the score. 4-on-4. The puck is in the Rangers' end as you rejoin us. Banaski digging with Vadnais. There's Heaslip in there as well. Now it is just Vadnais with Banaski. And finally a whistle as the puck goes out of sight of the referee and is frozen against the backboards anyway.
Dave Maloney was playing with 2 sticks, his and Heaslip in front of the net. So it's a 4-on-4 skating situation. It is Murdoch and Maloney out there for the Rangers with Marois and McEwen.
Face off, as you can see, to the left side of John Davidson. Now the Rangers are going to change. Eddie Johnstone comes out along with Walter Tkachuk. 41 seconds to go as Bill points out the penalty against the Kings. That they'll have a power play. Now Johnstone goes back off. Referee says no, sir, no substitution here. Don Maloney has to come back on the ice. Walter Tkachuk has to come back out. He had gone on with Johnstone. So Murdoch remains with Marois. Don Maloney and Mike McEwen. Don Maloney in for the draw. Won by Heaslip. Centering pass in front, and it goes through just outside the crease area. McEwen golfs at it, tries to clear and cannot. Shot toward the net to save with Heaslip trying to turn it in. He almost had his blade on it. Good close play by Heaslip.
That's the toughest save John Davidson has had to make in this hockey game. 10:28 to go in the period. 30 seconds left on Maneri's penalty. 1 minute and 28 left on Esposito. So the Kings will have a power play advantage for 1 minute. Sillaps now comes out with Jansen.
Tkachuk is allowed on the ice this time, along with Johnstone, so they made their change after the stoppage of play. Marois starts down the left-hand side. Mario gets away from a check at the red line, sends one in a backhand. Eddie Johnstone's going to chase it into the corner against Rob Palmer. There's Johnstone and Palmer. Jensen starts out. Checked by Pierre Plot, knocks it away. Recaptured, though, by the Kings. Rick Hampton behind the goal line. Power play in 6 seconds now for the Kings. Jensen comes down. Hooked away by Plot very nicely. Power play is on for the Kings as they get their man out of the penalty box. Maneri hits the bench, and the Kings make a major change. Rangers spend it all the way down. No icing will be called. The Kings have the extra skater.
45 seconds left on Esposito's penalty.
This is Butch Goring, and the crowd here wants the Kings to do something. 39 seconds as Rob Palmer comes up with the puck on the right-hand side, and they send one into this knockdown by Vadnais off the sideboards and cleared. 28 seconds on the penalty clock. Coming down the left-hand side, Doug Howard, number 3. Howard passes off the own shot wide. Call it a save. It might have caught the corner. Up on left wing for the Rangers, kept in by the Kings. It goes behind the goal line again. Up to Taylor. Taylor, number 18. Taylor looking for an open man. He's got a man out in front in Simmer. Right out in front. Shot. Save. Rebound wide. Dion with a dead-on shot. Davidson was there, although screened. We've got 1 second to go, and the penalty is over.
And Davidson coming back the way he left off in New York.
Howard gives a head fake and comes out after the deke with the pass off the sideboards. Rangers have it. Kachuk. Hedberg shot toward the net is wide. Hoping for the rebound for Vickers. He's got it. Takes a hit. Back out it comes. No, kept in. Hedberg shot. Save! Brilliant save by Lazar. Dion starts out with the puck. Up to Simmer. Penalty. Penalty on the takedown. Break in the action. Score.
To go in this period, you see Kachuk in there, and there's the reason. So the Rangers once again shorthanded. Face off in their zone to the left of John Davidson. Duguay is out there with Maloney and Vadnais and Steve Vickers.
Duguay on the draw. Won this time by the Kings. Pass across, shot from the point, deflected in front. Rangers have it and come out in strength. Looking for Duguay. Vickers keeps it in play momentarily. Duguay slows down the Kings breakout, captures the puck, and the Rangers have it open here. Vadnais plays the boards and passed Howard very effectively. That was some save Lazard made just before he broke away from that commercial.
Certainly not the same Lazard we saw in New York.
Minute and a half to go in the power play for the Kings. They are a good power play team. This is Goldup coming down. Goldup sweeps around Vadnais. He's got Apsey in front. Back to his point, knocked aside. He can't get it to the point. Apps is still in front. He's put down by Davidson. Out in front and just missed on the left-hand side. Dion back. Shot by Goldup. Save off the chest. Score. Rebound Apps. Still Apps on the rebound.
And still Apps all tied up in front of the net by Dave Maloney. Still got the stick down on a rebound on Hanson's shot. And the Kings go out in front 1-0. It's a power play goal with 1:05 left on the penalty to Kachuk. There's Apps in front of the net. The shot taken by Rick Hampton. Maloney's all over him, and he still got the stick down, and it went beyond Davidson. So for the first time in this series, the Rangers are on the wrong end of the score. It is 1-0 Los Angeles.
Power play goal with Kachuk in there for hooking. Time of the goal, 12:29. We'll pick up the assist when we can. It's still Apps on the rebound, an unstoppable shot. Here comes Dion. Shot is wide. Rebound comes up to the Rangers, and they break out with Esposito leading the way. Espo sends it in a little bit deeper. Goldup and Murphy on the assist. That goal saved by Lazard here as we get back to the action. And the puck goes out of play.
29. Repeating, Los Angeles goal, number 14, still Apps.
Goldup also gets an assist.
21, Glenn Goldup, and number 7, Mike Murphy. Time.
They gave it to Mike Murphy, but it was, to me, it was Hampton that was out on that point. Hampton wears 27, Murphy wears 7.
Dion came over to the bench to get a new stick, didn't like the one he was working with. It is 1-0 now in favor of the Kings. First period, 7 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Esposito with Maloney and Murdoch out there as his line mates. Dion still stays out. He's working with Simmer and Taylor as usual. Rangers have the draw, but Parrish can't hold it. It's back to center zone. Dave ahead. Maloney to Espo. It's on his boots and he can't dig it off. Here comes Dion. He's flying tonight. Good checking by Murdoch. Brings it down. Don Maloney hit for the Dion check. Continues to fight it ahead. Rangers are onside, I believe, but it's back up to the Kings. Butch Goring takes a check from Greshner. Parrish off the sideboard. Dion keeps it in. It goes to Taylor. In front is Simmer, but Esposito is back checking beautifully behind the goal line and takes it away. Murdoch passed it through, but couldn't go through. He was taken down. Legitimate check by Rob Palmer. Esposito's in front. Shot is wide. Don Maloney took a hard check by Dion as he tries. He got the shot off. This is Taylor coming out. Kings continue to use the body. Shot stopped by Parrish. A good pad block by Dave. Greshner fighting off a check. Lost the puck. Goring's got it. Sends one to right side. Murphy shot. Deflected wide and behind the goal. Greshner racks up his man. Shot on a screen. Save. Rangers have the puck. Here comes Vickers. Rangers on a change. Vickers dekes around a little bit, waiting for the full change to take effect, and sends one in.
It is Hedberg, Vickers, and Kachuk.
Murphy starts down giveaway. Hedberg's shot is a save on a pass. Kachuk in the corner. Maneri trying to wipe him out. Hedberg back toward Marois. He's got a shot and takes it to save. Hedberg ridden off on the rebound. Kings are fierce tonight. I've never seen this team check like this. Hedberg behind the net. Rangers are staying with him check for check, but it's a different King team.
Jim, I've never seen Hedberg so fired up either. He is flying. If anybody thought the Kings, after that 7-1 defeat by the New York Rangers in New York, were going to lay down for their second game, they were mistaken. These Kings, as Jim has just told you, they are flying. Still Apps, who did nothing all year long, something like 7 or 8 goals, came up with the 1 goal being tied up in front of the net by Dave Maloney. Face-off in the Los Angeles zone to the right of Mario Lazard.
King's ability tonight is outstanding in view of the fact that the Rangers are still skating beautifully. Not that the Kings are looking good because the Rangers are not.
Lazard has been the difference in this first period. He's had the toughest saves to make.
Heck of a hockey game during this first period. Kachuk gets the draw ahead. Howard clears it around the turn. Kept in by the Rangers. Vickers going at it with Howard. Goes back to McEwen. Off the wood. High. Kachuk knocks it down. He goes back to McEwen. McEwen looking for an open man. Can't find one. Now Hedberg shot in front. Vickers chopped at it but couldn't chop it in. Maneri. Williams ahead. This is Jensen. Speedy skater. In front. Knocked aside. No penalty on the takedown. Free puck to the Kings. Apps has it again. Apps toward the net. Knocked down in front. And Rangers capture Marois. Rangers playing well, but down 1-0 on a power play goal. Kachuk goes in. Throws it to his right side. Takes a bump. Kachuk still stays with it. It's in front, but swept aside by the Kings. Williams with the puck. Up ahead to Jensen. Gets around McEwen and goes in. Mike tries to line him up and slows him down and takes him out. There's Kachuk back checking. Vadnais. Carroll ahead. Kachuk's shot goes wide right side of Lazard. Rangers changing. Time remaining 4:13 first period.
Duguay comes out to do double duty.
Shot by Pierre Plot. Does not have good wood to it. Here's Duguay getting it back toward the point on the right-hand side of Vadnais. Vadnais's pass goes back to Dukes again. Across it goes. Dave Maloney's shot. Save. Rebound. Save. Tremendous secondary effort. I believe it was Lazard on the second one. And somebody threw a stick. There's a penalty coming up.
Jim, it was Rod Palmer in front that cleared that puck away from in front of Lazard. Eddie Johnston is going.
So's Edestrand.
And Edestrand. But Rod Palmer making a great defensive play in front of Lazard, taking the puck right off of Dugay's stick. Here's Eddie Johnston, getting his opportunity to play in this series. It is Maloney, Vadnais, Duguay, and Pierre Plante.
We'll get the penalties for you.
Number 17, Eddie Johnston. 2 minutes for slashing.
Johnstone got his for slashing.
Penalty to number 25, Carroll Edestrand. 2 minutes interference.
Interference on Edestrand.
16:07. Repeating New York penalty to number 17.
Duguay back now.
Eddie Johnston.
High in the air, knocked down. Duguay will be offside as he come back in. Hand pass. 3 minutes and 26 seconds to go. 3:26 to go in the period. Both teams are shy of mad.
2 minutes.
Face off just outside of the King zone.
16:07.
Heaslip was in a collision at center zone. A skate came up high. I think he took a cut on the left side of the face. He's on the bench being treated there. Vanaski. Taken out by Vadnais's check. Dave Maloney turns one up. This is Duguay. Lifts it high. Flip shot. Holt knocks it down at the red line. Davidson, who's looked good tonight. Couldn't stop a rebound shot in a power play. Off Gare flat and goes in deep. Slowed down. No icing will be called. Banaski. Murphy. Maneri. Save Davidson. Hard shot by Maneri. It really took off. 2:47 to go. First period. One heck of a hockey game. Here comes Greshner. Poke check knocked away. DeBlois throwing his weight around a little bit. Still dueling with his man. He and Hampton had a pretty good get-to. This is Jensen coming in. He can fly. Save. Rebound Rangers. Parrish from behind the goal line pumps one all the way down the ice.
And Parrish, thinking his team was shorthanded, just fired the puck up the ice.
I think you're right, Bill. It's a pretty good diagnosis.
2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in this first period, with 20 seconds left on the double penalty to Johnston and Edestrand. Dave Parrish definitely thought his team was shorthanded. He just wound up and shot it up at the end of the ice. They were not looking for a change of personnel on the ice.
In any event, the face-off will be in the Rangers' end to the left side of John Davidson, and now the Kings are making their change with Dion coming out.
The Kings, as usual, home ice, waiting for the Rangers to make their change before he makes his. This time it's Dion and Simma.
Esposito facing off against Marcel Dion. Free puck. Parrish has got it on the sideboards and passes ahead to Esposito. Espo, hoping for Parrish, is knocked down by Rob Palmer. Dion comes the other way. And there's a whistle stopping play and a hand pass at 2:04 to go. We hope to have Mr. Sonny Werblin to talk to between the first and second periods tonight. Talk about the Rangers, about the Garden.
It's Esposito and Dion once again. 11 seconds left on the double penalty.
Sent back by Palmer and ahead to Dion. Palmer at the red line starts in. Poke checked away by Greshner. Esposito's got it. Penalties are over. Both teams have 5 skaters. Dion up ahead to Simmer. Here comes Palmer. Dion. Shot. High and wide. What a shot that little man got off. Strong as a bull. Don Maloney flubbed his pass attempt. Rangers are almost offside. Esposito now comes back out again. A minute and 25 seconds to go. First period. 1-0 the score. Los Angeles. Rangers have stayed with them. The only difference now is the power play goal by L.A. Puck goes out of play in the Ranger bench area.
1 minute and 17 seconds left in this first period. Dion is a high scorer for the Kings against the Rangers this year. He has 3 goals and 5 assists. Face off just inside of the LA zone.
1979-1980 Kings season. You can contact the season salesman in either lobby this evening.
This is not a sellout here. It's far from it.
1979-1980 season.
They could have played it on the beach this afternoon. They would have sold it out. Puck goes in by Doug Howard. Intercepted almost cleanly by Goldup, but he couldn't quite hang on to it. Pass across comes out from the Ranger end. Mike McEwen captures the puck. That's Murphy on him with a minute to go in the first period. Marois ahead. Stopped by Lassard. 5-0, 50 seconds to go. Philadelphia, Vancouver tied at 1 in the first period. 2 minutes to go in that first period. It's 1-1 game. Vancouver and Philadelphia. Esposito sends it back in again. Maneri is back. 27 seconds to go.
All right, there's 2 minutes to go in that first period.
20 seconds to go. And we got an icing call with 17. Back you go to Los Angeles' end.
Face off to the right of Lizotte.
Walter Kachuk is out with Vickers. Hedberg, Vadnais, and Dave Maloney, number 26, on left side. Still Apps is looking for the draw for the Kings. Got Ennestrand out there with, along with Jensen and Rob Palmer. And looks like Tommy Williams on the right side. We'll have to check. Here's Williams. Rangers trying to get it loose in front that cannot. 13 seconds to go. Vadnais back. Jensen comes in a hurry on Vadnais. Shot by Palmer, deflected in front by Vadnais. Good play. And the period ends.
For a minute and 38 seconds. 4:37 left in this period, and what started off as a tremendous opening effort for the Flyers through the first 6 minutes has now turned into a horror show. Flyers have picked up 6 penalties in consecutive order before that one against Flight evened it up 6-2, and they've been skating shorthanded continually through most of the last 2/3 of the period. Now Lever is dumped out as Clark with a face-off at the top of the Vancouver offensive right wing circle. Clark is out there with Barber and Jimmy Watson as the Flyers gambling with 2 forwards and 1 defenseman. Out there is Lever along with Settlebauer and Kearns. Clark along the near side, gets it up along the left wing side and drills it to center ice. Snep and Kearns, who can really fire, get it up. Oh, they had Settlebauer through the defense, but Clark just tipped the puck away from him. He follows it up behind the Flyer net along with Jimmy Watson. Barber tries to drill it free. He avoids a check. Can't fight off 3 men. Vancouver back to the right point. Kearns will go right on in. Saved by Moore, and it's broken loose in front. And Bobby Clark just takes it and slides it down the ice, and Moore comes up big once again.
Oh, he's really been had to call on to make some excellent saves, especially with the Flyers being shorthanded so often.
Here comes Vancouver flying at center on the right side. Lever over the line, trailed by Kearns. Gradin breaks for the net. They have Snaps on the far side. Right point to Kearns. Top right circle, Lever. He's holding. Straight away to Kearns. Winds up. Drive. Score!
Right through a screen. And you talk about holding. Thomas Gradin really had a hold of Jimmy Watson in front. Watson could not get his stick through. What you try to do when you're 2 men short, you're playing to 3 men. You try not to get tied up in front of the net. You try to stay loose. You try to get away and move around. That time, Gradin did an excellent job of tying up Jimmy Watson in front of the net. It also produced the screen, which Bobby Moore did not see, as Kearns fired right from dead on and beat Moore low to the ice. Now with the second power play, Vancouver has gone up 2-1.
Kearns on the playoff season gets his first goal. And we'll have to pick up the assist. Their first power play goal at 14:10, the second at 16:11. And again, it's turned into a horror show, a late Eastern horror show for the Flyers. As they'll go 5 aside out there now. We just kept saying it, Bobby, sooner or later. On their 10th power play, they scored. On their 11th power play, they scored in just 77 minutes of play. Now they'll go 5 aside as White is still out with Daly for another minute and 9 seconds. So the Flyers are trailing 2-1. Up along the far side. Pitt Martin drills it back to the left point. Winding up with Mano. No shot to Martin. Tries to go back to Mano. He's tied up by Linston. The Flyers cannot get it out. Martin open on the left. He's going right on in on Moore. Beautiful poke check by Linsman, who lost his stick. But there was Pitt Martin all alone from Moore's right, but the Flyers came up big. Out of his own left wing circle, DuPont pivots back into his own zone. As the Flyers now really have to get tough and gain that equilibrium back, for they have trailed now by a goal. Puck down in the Vancouver zone. Behind the net, in there is Lindgren, rolls it up on the near side. McLeish making a play, but it's rolled by Pitt Martin, cross ice into the Philadelphia zone to the corner right of Robbie Moore. Now Linsman coming out of his own end. 20 seconds left. Each team will get a player back. Hook check by Odlevson takes it away, but DuPont will charge with McLeish over the line. Right side to McLeish. In backhander. Nice save by Bromley. As Mano ties up McLeish, Odlevson lifts it up to center ice. Both teams will get a man back in 5 seconds. Now it's played cross ice to Lapointe. Lapointe tries to go into the zone, blocked by Odlevson, who takes it away and sends it up ice to Lever. Lever, as each team gets a man back over the line. Breaking for the net is Blight. Pass is blocked off by Gorance. Goes into the Flyers' corner. Played back to the point. To Kearns, a shot in front. Knocked down. As out along the near side comes Bob Daly. Daly through at the Vancouver line. Gives it away to Gradin. Gradin just flips it deep in the Flyers' zone. With 2:19 left first period. Flyers trail 2-1. As they just were haunted by his power play opportunities. Now along the near side, Bridgman just gives it away. And the Flyers have lost all of that edge they had in the first 6 minutes of the game. Back down behind Robbie Moore. Kozak on for the first time, running into Jimmy Watson behind the net, roughing him up. In there as well as Gradine. Bridgman for Philadelphia to get a stoppage of play. And Kozak gets nothing for charge.
He's trying to get, he's all fired up here. The fans here in Vancouver have been the noisiest we've ever seen them, and they're really fired up as well as the teammates. That second goal by Dennis Kearns on the power play to give Vancouver the lead. This crowd here has not stopped shouting. They're really fired up here. Don Kozak coming out. He likes to play a bump and run type of hockey game. He'll go in and hit at the corners, and he works very hard. But he came in and gave Jimmy Watson a good shot. Both of them throws the puck in there, and then they were both jawing and trying to get position in there, and they ended up pushing and shoving, but nothing is going to come of it.
Well, they're going to call the face-off into center ice. 1:59 remaining in the first period. If you've just joined us, the Flyers zoomed out, stormed the net, scored at 1:47, carried the play, and then a series of penalties gave Vancouver 5 consecutive power plays from the 6.5-minute mark to the 15:01 mark. Vancouver scored on two of them, the last two, and lead 2-1. Up ice now comes Bridgman along with Kelly and Gorin. The team's at full strength for one of the rare times in the period. Puck alongside Bromley. Gives it away to Kelly. Offensive left wing corner. Kelly right out in front to Gorin. He's tied up. Bridgman tries to take a whack at it. Short side save by Bromley, and he never saw where it was coming from. Dave keeps it in behind the Vancouver net. We're going to have a penalty against Gradine, and it's going to be holding. And the Flyers, with 1:35 seconds left in the first period, get their second power play opportunity to tie. They trail 2-1. We'll be back after this.
What we promised.
Thomas Gradine really had a good hold on Mel Bridgman's stick, and then when Bridgman tried to get away from him with such a good hold, it pulled him right down, but it was right in front of Brian Lewis. Holding's the call. 18:25 the time of the penalty. The Flyers will have their second power play of the period.
Clark, McLeish, Leach, Barber, and Daly. Face off to the right of Bromley. 2-1 Vancouver. Back to Daly. No shot. Goes right side to Barber. He's got a drive outside of the net. Saved by Bromley as Clark along the far boards. Gets it back to Barber at the right point. Cuts to the middle of the ice. Right circle pass to Leach. In. Score! Game is tied on a score by Reggie Leach.
Excellent shot by Leach, and the Flyers coming right back and tying this hockey game on the power play. So we've had 3 power play goals in this first period already. Good play by Barber, but again, a fine play by Clark to take away some of the concentration by Gary Bromley, and Reggie Leach's low shot just caught inside about 6 inches inside the far post and right on the ice. Bromley had very little that he could do about it. He tried to cover as much of the net, but could not as Leach just overpowered him. 2-2 the hockey game.
Well, Barber will get 1 assist at 18:39. Power play goals for Vancouver at 14:10 and 16:11. Flyer power play goal by Leach at 18:39. So after all that huffing and puffing through 18 and some change, we're tied at 2. We're tied just the way we began the game. Clark out there still with Leach and McLeish. LaPointe with DuPont back at the Philadelphia line. That's only the second power play goal of the season in 5 games for the Flyers against Vancouver. Now steps out of his own zone, tries to lift it past DuPont, who bounces a shot in through a screen. Bromley wails it behind for Mano, and up the slot to Blight and Settlebauer, who bounces it in from center ice to the left of Robbie Moore as we're in the last minute of play. Leach up along his own right wing, looks for center ice and hits McLeish, taps to Clark. Clark looks for Leach over the line on the far side. Drive over the top of the net to the near board. McLeish has it, goes back behind the net to Leach. Can't handle it, and it rolls to the Vancouver defensive left wing board, where Snepps looks to center ice, puts it right on LaPointe's stick, tapped away to the near boards to McLeish, and he lifts it down into the Vancouver zone behind Bromley. Bromley to Mano out of the Vancouver right wing corner, up through at center ice, pass taken off by Bob Kelly. Boom! He's challenged by Mano, knocks him down, rolls it offensive left wing corner where Snepps. Nice move out of that near corner away from Kelly. Rick Blight rolls it around to the far side looking for Settlebauer. He's challenged by Tom Gorence, gets behind the net to Kelly. Slips past him. Now Bridgman on the near side is pulled down, is out along the near boards with 10 seconds left in the period. Rick Blight with Gradine. Shoots from center ice, way wide of the net. To the far side where Gradine looks to throw it behind the Settlebauer. Right out in front, time for a shot. Turns it, goes right in front to the goal mouth far side as the period ends. And a hair-raising, exciting, bizarre, angry period for Philadelphia. But they gain back that equilibrium and score late to tie at the end of the first period. The Philadelphia Flyers 2, the Vancouver Canucks 2, and we'll be back with our intermission activities after this.
Bobby Hull belongs to a very special circle, the Schaefer Circle. Because Bobby Hull knew that being great meant finding that opening and slamming that slap shot home at 118 miles an hour every time. At Schaefer, we brew our beer to taste great every time. Beer after ice-cold beer. That's what makes Schaefer the one beer to have when you're having more than one. Don't you deserve a beer that good?
So come into the Schaefer Circle.
How do you handle a hungry man? The manhandlers.
He's working up an appetite a manhandler can handle. Looks like my boy's grown up. He's ready for Campbell's Manhandlers, like split pea with ham and bacon, a thick, delicious soup laced with ham and bacon, a man-sized part of a man's meal.
The manhandlers.
The Manhandlers. Good.
In moments, I'll be close to Tony. Monday I was worried. Makeup can't hide acne. My skin needed to be clear in 5 days, so I used Dry and Clear with doctor-recommended benzoyl peroxide. Monday's blemishes can flake away in just 5 days with Dry and Clear. It's Friday. My skin is clearer.
The closer she is, the prettier she is.
Dry and Clear for visibly clearer skin in 5 days.
Even close up.
And Dry and Clear Cleanser for clean, healthy-looking skin.
Would you ask it once again if we're coming here, back here at the PNE Coliseum in Vancouver, British Columbia. Earlier in the night, the Toronto Maple Leafs eliminated the Atlanta Flames in 2 straight by winning at Maple Leaf Gardens 7-4. They blew the game open, did the Leafs, in the opening 5 minutes of play when they scored 3 times within a 23-second span to establish a new National Hockey League playoff record. The first coming at 4:04 on a goal by Darryl Sittler. Then Sittler came back 12 seconds later and scored again from McDonald. And at 4:27, it was Ron Ellis from Dan Maloney. The Leafs again, as they took the lead on the Atlanta Flames. 3-0 in the first period. Again, those goals, 3 of them coming within 23 seconds, establishing a record that was held by Montreal in 1954 of 3 goals in 56 seconds. Again, the first 2 by Darryl Sittler, and the third, the deflection there by defensive fine checking winger Ron Ellis. Then in the first period, it was John Pronovo for the Leafs on the feed from Eric Vale, who got Atlanta within reach at 3-1 at the end of the first period. But quickly in the second period, after that goal by Pronovo on the power play, got the Leafs lead cut to 2 at 3-1. The Leafs then scored quickly in the second period as Bouchard gave the puck away to Pat Boutette, who came right into the slot and beat the Atlanta goaltender. That came at 3:09. And then on a delayed penalty that was set up by an Atlanta holding call, Pat Boutette getting the first of his 2 goals. The Leafs scored again when Maloney, at the side of Bouchard, took a lead pass from the left point from Hutchison to score. Bouchard made a bad play in not covering the puck, leaving Maloney behind him, and the big winger scored to make it 5-1. And then 5-2 as Guy Chouinard with the Atlanta Flames on the power play, scored from the slot past Mike Palmateer, and once again, the Atlanta Flames had life. But Walt McKechnie, who got both goals for the Leafs in the opening game at Atlanta to win that one 2-1, came back after Chouinard's goal had gone in off Mike Palmateer's glove to get his 3rd goal on a slot shot, which Bouchard never had a chance on with rookie defenseman Joel Cannell. And then to make more ignominy, Pat Boutette, as the Leafs stole the puck away, was fed beautifully by Sittler to get his 2nd of the period, the 4th for the Leafs, and they led it 7-2. Then in the 3rd period, Atlanta got some consolation by scoring 2 goals. The final was 7-4, and once again, the Atlanta Flames have fallen short. We'll be back with our intermission activities after this.
This man served in Congress for 12 years. He helped write the revenue shift.
They're saved. An absolute being pulled down by Maloney. Still gets the stick on the puck.
And the mixed boos and cheers as the Rangers come out. We have had so many people, especially from the San Diego area, come up and say what tremendous Ranger fans they've turned into.
In the second period in Vancouver, it's Vancouver 2, the Philadelphia Flyers 2. For the Flyers, Dorrance and Leach got the goal. Lever and Kearns got them. At one time, Vancouver was out in front 2-1. At 18:39 in the first period, Philadelphia tied it up. There were 3 power play goals, 2 by Vancouver and 1 by Philadelphia.
As the second period gets underway, again, a hello to all of you people along the Channel 9 and New York area airwaves and those people watching through Channel 38 in Boston. Thanks for joining us tonight. Rangers will be defending the goal to our right and the Kings to our left. Jim Gordon along with Bill Chadwick coming to you from Los Angeles. It was just a beautiful, beautiful day here today in Los Angeles. They're expecting the temperature to go up into the 80-degree mark tomorrow. Amateur boxing champions from New York and Chicago will square off. Exciting Intercity Golden Gloves card at the Garden on Monday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Tickets for the Intercity Golden Gloves Fight Night on sale at the Garden box office, Ticketron outlets, and through Charge It.
Shots on goal, 13 for the New York Rangers, 12 for the Los Angeles Kings. And of those 13 by the Rangers, Anders Hedberg had 3, and all of his was on target. Anders Hedberg had a great first period.
Ron Duguay in the face-off against the Kings' Butch Goring, and the puck is stopped at the blue line. DeBlois trying to play the boards and does. Lassard can't stop the puck. Hickey's in on left wing. Pokes a little bit ahead. Here's Duguay, who's all over the ice tonight. Comes up to Darrell Edestrand and into center zone. Badney shies his man off the puck, but Goldup came right back with it again and fires one in. Dave Maloney is back on Badney's side to protect. Right wing pass up on the right-hand side now, taken by Duguay. Dugay's good cross-ice pass, a little too high, just beyond Hickey's reach. Did what he had to. He lifted the puck, but too high.
Duguay with a flat puck, got it too high over Hickey and into the Ranger bench. 19:31 to go in this second period. Face-off in the Ranger zone. It is Goring and Murphy up front.
Along with Goldup on left wing. Puck in center zone. Rob Palmer, number 6. Edestrand, 25. Edestrand. Murphy, number 7. Return pass meant for Goring. A stick check aside by Badney. Edestrand. Dave Maloney knocks it down, plays the boards. DeBlois lost it. Duguay almost had a break in, not quite. Maloney might be beaten by Murphy here. Runs him. Plays the backboards well. Rangers come out. Duguay again looking to head man. Look out, goaltender. Almost lost control of that with Duguay coming in hard.
Duguay took the head man pass but couldn't control it, and it's on a bounce into Lassard. Face-off in the corner to the left of Mario Lassard, who had an outstanding first period. I thought the difference in the first period with the Kings coming up with a 1-0 lead was all Lassard. He had 13 saves to make, and 9 of those with good scoring opportunities.
This face-off on the left side of Lassard. Walter Kachuk's line is out with Vickers and Hedberg.
So far, this is in the most effective line for the Rangers.
Ron Gresser is looking better with each game, coming back slowly from that shoulder separation. Not just the separation, but also some injured muscles across the chest. And, of course, the fact was he couldn't skate all that time. He was out for fear he'd do some damage to the shoulder if he tripped. It's a whole reconditioning system. He's looking good tonight again. Vickers has it. He's got a man in front. Post. Kachuk hit the post. And back out in front she comes. This is Apps down the right side. Shot toward the net is wide. Maneri. Hedberg's got nobody to beat on the right side. Now they're cutting across on him. Shot is missed. No penalty, goes down. And the Kings come back. Hedberg couldn't quite get in the clear. Hallward was right out in front. Here comes Williams. To Jensen. Williams in front. Rebound is held by Davidson. Now he drops it and clears left. Vickers and Greshner. Excellent hockey game, both teams. Barris sends one in, a hard shot, good save. Good shot by Dave. Randy Holt, number 4. Williams, 17. Barris captures the puck away from Jensen. Throws it right back in again. Rangers seem to be skating in the Kings' end a little bit more here early in the second period. Holt starts out. Good pass. Jensen takes it. Davidson. Marois to Esposito. Couldn't hold it. Simmer in front. Save. Rebound goes wide. Good stop by McEwen that time in front. Marois takes a hit and lost the puck. Esposito doing a job on Simmer with Marois' help. Murdoch. Holt has the puck. All the way across toward Taylor. Esposito slows him down coming in. Don Maloney led his man too far and is captured easily in center zone. Scramble for the puck. Don Maloney forces it in deep. As Holt going back with Don Maloney. Holt works over Maloney a little bit. Meantime, the puck pops free. This is Taylor. Dave Taylor down the left side. Esposito right after him all the way. Taylor for Dion. McEwen went for the puck. Has to come back, and Davidson helps his cause by passing the right wing. Murdoch cannot get to it. Marois slows it down. McEwen went down. Taylor's got the puck in front. It is missed. And the Rangers come out with Murdoch. Murdoch goes in, trailed by Don Maloney. Pull down, no penalty call. Free puck to Rob Palmer. Simmer gets past Marois with a good deke. Angle shot goes through. Comes back out to Rob Palmer. Palmer lost the puck on a hit. Hit by Pierre Planchek. Murdoch goes in. Plant's cutting in left side. Angle by Duguay. Meant for Plant. Knocked away. Murdoch. Knocked down. Coming back. Dave Maloney. Bouncing puck. Shot carries wide. Plant tries to get to it and cannot. Head a strand ahead. Scoring. 2-on-2. Coming in with Murphy. Shot. Stopped. Nicely blocked, but could have hurt Badney. That hurt bad. Backhand pass by Duguay. Badney trying to skate it off.
What a hockey game we're looking at.
Oh, beautiful. Goring. He's got a man. One-on-one gold up. Lost the puck. Now holds. Drop pass. Shot. Save. Brilliant save by Davidson. If somebody's hurt. There's a break in the action with the score. Kings 1, Rangers nothing.
Look at all the ways heads are turning to Vitalis.
Now that I shampoo more, I use Vitalis to keep my hair in condition.
Heads are turning to Vitalis.
Vitalis before I blow dry helps keep my hair under control.
Heads are turning, heads are turning.
My aerosol felt stiff. With Vitalis, I'm a softer touch.
These days, heads are turning to Vitalis in more ways than one.
Heads are turning.
That's Mike Murphy that is down, and as soon as it happened, he hit the crossbar. Ron Wicks blew the whistle. He thought he was hurt seriously. Murphy is up. It looks like his right leg, but he's okay. Mike Murphy is the captain of the Los Angeles Kings. There's the play. That's Los Angeles going in. The pass is dropped back. And the shot is taken by Gordon. In the meantime, up by the net, there's Murphy going into the crossbar with a little help from Dave Maloney.
Time remaining, 15:25. We are in period number 2. The Kings are leading the Rangers in one heck of a hockey game by a score of 1-0. And the puck comes up into the crowd off the face. Rangers now have Eddie Johnstone out with Pierre Plante and Ron Duguay. Duguay is steadily improving hockey player, star caliber now, never stops playing the game. Dave Maloney got a shot. Save, rebound, Duguay couldn't quite reach it. Penalty coming up. And the Kings are going to be shy. Breaking the action. Score, LA 1, New York nothing.
My wife got the house, but I got the Sony.
Darn. I thought
they're going to give me a Sony.
Most people feel very special about Sony Trinitron Color TVs, probably because Sony Trinitron Color TVs are very special. You see, it's not just a TV, it's a Sony.
I hope he's not disappointed. I think he was expecting a Sony.
Doug Howard is in the penalty box now for the Los Angeles Kings. He's in there for Hook, and he pulled down Ron Duguay.
Rangers have a power play. This will be their third. Greshner has the puck. Greshner with Esposito. Don Maloney on to Hedberg. Don Murdoch. And Don Maloney. Lazard. Comes out to Greshner. He's trying to find Maloney on left wing. Don's got it at the goal line. He's got Espo in front, along with Hedberg. The shot is wide. And the Kings have it. Banaski clears.
Don Maloney trying to stop the puck by the left side of goaltender Mario Lazard.
Murdoch taking a hit from Heaslip. Banaski comes up with the rubber and turns it back.
Good defensive play by Heaslip.
There's Mark. Banaski might have a shot. Poke check by Murdoch. Good checking now by the Kings on this Ranger power play. Rangers have not been able to get a shot toward the goal outside of that one stop attempt. 56 seconds to go on the power play. Murdoch. Sarge slows it down. Hedestran in trouble. Knocked loose. Hedberg's got the puck. He's got a man in front. He's got two men in front. Blows back to his point instead. Greshner to Hedberg. Espo. Save. Rebound. Miss. Goes wide to Goring. Two Rangers getting back. Goring coming hard down the left-hand side. Murdoch can't stop him. Good stop by Greshner. Post. On a rebound shot by Heaslip. Rangers almost got scored on in a 2-on-2. Up on the right side of Murdoch. Murdoch's got Greshner coming down. Hedberg tries to turn the corner and cannot. Stick check. Loose puck behind the net. Taylor's there. Espo is going to grab it with 10 seconds in the power play. Espo looking for a man. Two in front. Espo's pass behind the net, in front. Laws, pre-puck, coming to Vickers on the left side. The power play is over. Espo's got the puck. Back to Vickers. Vickers takes a hit. Maneri and Vickers battling along the backboard. And the Rangers will have to settle for a face-off at the Kings' end.
Lazard came up with a big save on Esposito. Esposito did not get all the wood on the puck, but Lazard got the right leg out to make the big save while the Rangers had the power play advantage. 12:57 to go in this second period. Face-off in the King zone to the right of Mario Lazard. Kachuk comes out there now. He's out there with Hickey and Vickers. Hedberg was out on the power play. Vickers takes his spot on right wing. Rangers tonight playing with 6 defensemen and 11 forwards.
It is 1-0 here. Rangers trailing the Los Angeles Kings. Toronto swept their series with the Flames. The Flames are out of it. Pittsburgh has now split their series with Buffalo. They'll go back to Buffalo for the final game in that series Saturday night. McEwen, shot. Hits a pad before it gets any place. Williams starts out. He's got Jensen wide right side. Shot toward the net, deflected by Marois. 3 Rangers behind the goal line, including the goalkeeper. Holt sends it in deep. Comes up to Marois. Turns the corner for Hickey on the off wing. Hickey gets it across the line. Last we heard, Philadelphia, Vancouver were tied at 2. Apps, angle shot, save. Good low shot. Hickey working on the right side. He's working as a right wing. Kachuk to Vickers, blocked by Holt. Good play by Holt. Holt saved. I thought it was an almost perfect shot at a goal for the Rangers.
Same setup as the Rangers scored in New York with.
Vickers to Kachuk. Drop pass. Kachuk throws it behind the net. Jensen gets there. Kings playing inspired hockey against the Rangers, still leading by just the 1 goal. McEwen, Kachuk. Scramble for it. Taylor across. Jensen, meant for Taylor. Stopped by Marois. Good play, Marois. And forced into center zone.
And Jim Apps was all alone coming down on the right-hand side.
Rangers had the puck in their own end. That's checking by Charlie Taylor. Takes it away. Dion's in front. Save! A giveaway, and Dion almost bought one. Stick save in front. Hard check by Vickers on Taylor. He came up and uppercutted him. They'll be getting together again. Free puck in the Rangers' end. It's getting a little rough out there. Taylor throwing some wood. There'll be an icing call here. Breaking the action with the score. The Kings 1, the Rangers nothing.
You're robbed on vacation. You have no cash, no credit cards, nothing. What'll you do? What will you do? Rely on American Express traveler's checks. If they're lost, you can get a full refund at over 60,000 places. American Express traveler's checks. Don't leave home without them.
Chiro using a fourth forward line. And Bob Berry retaliates with his.
Banaski back screen shots. We'll call it a save, although it might have been wide. Good, fast left hand by Davidson.
Jim, if it was wide, it wasn't by much. I'll tell you that. A great save by Davidson. L.A. wins the face-off, and that's Halwood taking the shot, and Davidson, and it was inside.
Yep.
Howard played with the Boston Bruins last year. Was acquired by L.A.
Howard's got it again. Gets in better position for a shot. Wide. They were hoping for a tip-in from the far side by Rick Hampton, who was in position to do it, but he couldn't get to the puck.
Jim, all of a sudden, the Los Angeles Kings, after being on the defensive in this second period, have come alive. They have controlled the puck in the last 3 or 4 minutes.
See what you did there back in the East? You were going to stay up and watch just one period, and here you are, huh? Too good a game to turn off. Banaski sends it in. Vadnais. Eddie Johnstone. Deblois coming in a hurry. Lazard has the puck. Just get out of Deblois' way.
And Wicks letting Lazard hold the puck. They have abdicated that rule around the National Hockey League. They let the goalkeeper do whatever he likes with it now.
Guess you'll see it off the books next year, maybe, huh?
They'll call it for the first half a dozen games next year, too.
If you're late for work tomorrow morning because you're watching the game, Chadwick will write excuses for you. Dave Maloney trying to keep it in play and cannot, because back to center zone. Kierplock trying to find his man again in Deblois. Deblois in deep. Plant's got it. Lucien Deblois couldn't quite find it, and the Kings come out again. This time they break out in a 3-on-2. Rangers getting back to try to even up. Here's Heaslip. He's a fast skater. He's in deep. Davidson comes out and sticks it into the corner. Gets back to his net. Scramble for the puck. Shot is not free in front. Deblois got it. Tried to find Johnstone and led him too far. There'll be an icing call possible. The goaltender plays the puck, no icing. Kings continue to skate well. Rangers equally well. It's one heck of a hockey game as they come out on the right-hand side. Deblois, this time he's got Plant. Plant's got a shot. He can't get to it. Goring takes it away. Good defensive maneuver by Palmer. Vadnais tries to keep it in and does well. 9:39 to go, second period. The game is more than halfway over. Murdoch's going for it. Angle off Palmer, just wide. Palmer made a mistake with that and got away with it. He could have tucked it in just as easily as not. Goring getting a step on Parrish, but Parrish has it. Oh, did he clobber him? Giveaway by the Rangers. Goring tries to put it in front and does a save. It is saved by Parrish. Dave Parrish going full length on the ice, blocked a sure goal.
And loose play by the Rangers in their end, and Parrish was the savior.
Breaking the action. Score. Kings 1, Rangers nothing.
There's still millions of cars around using premium gasoline, and that's so expensive it makes my Scottish blood run cold. But here's good news. Getty Premium. Getty Premium sells for less than most other major premiums. It delivers premium power without a premium price, and that warms me old heart. Who was that? Jackie Stewart?
Getty Premium. More miles for your money.
With 9:07 in the second period, face off in the Ranger zone.
Greshner. Tom Maloney couldn't grab it. Ice going to be called again.
Greshner trying to headman the puck to Don Maloney at the center line, but it was too wide for Don. Face off back in the Ranger zone to the left of Big John Davidson. We've had some great goaltending here tonight.
Rangers have had 2 full power plays and about a minute of a third tonight without being able to score.
They scored 3 power play goals in the game in New York.
Hallward kept it in play. He's got a shot here. Now he's wiped out by Esposito and lost the puck. Don Maloney taken by Maneri, who plays the crowd.
Well, finally, the Rangers got the puck out of their zone with 8:45 to go in this second period.
Started to say before, there are almost as many Ranger fans here as there are Los Angeles Kings fans.
That's the way they dress here in Los Angeles to go to a hockey game. Short sleeve shirts.
One goal lead for the Kings in a 1-0 hockey game. 8:37 to go, period number 2. Parrish lost it, regains it, and pumps the center zone. Esposito hoping for Don Maloney, who's slowed up coming in by Taylor. Maloney throws his body. Esposito comes up with the puck for Don Maloney out in front. Edestrand back to center zone. It was missed on the left side by Simmer. Espo starts in, takes a check. The puck goes to Don Maloney. They got Murdoch in front. Maloney all the way across. Parrish might get a shot at it. He does. Break loose left side. Taylor, but Greshner. Fans thought that he should have been called for gathering the puck. The referee disagrees.
And Ron Wick had a little compassion on Greshner on that one. Goes back. He beats going to the puck, but watch him fall down. He falls down, the puck goes free. He can't get it. He pulls it underneath him. And that's where it stayed, and Wicks did not call it.
We have 8 minutes to go in period number 2.
Face off just inside of the Ranger zone.
Cross and sent in by Holt. Davidson playing very good in the nets tonight. The Ewan pass goes astray. Shot toward the net, missed by Murphy in an attempt to tip in. Davidson taken out of the play a bit by Murphy. And we get a whistle as the puck goes up on the back of the net.
Jim, the Rangers seem to me to be having a little trouble in their defensive zone.
More than a little bit, you're right.
7:41 to go in this second period. With
a lot of giveaways.
The Kings won, the Rangers nothing.
Goring and Duguay. Free puck, Rangers have it. Hickey ahead, takes a hit from Holt. Duguay coming in, back to center zone. Mario turns on the left side to McEwen. DeBlois coming in, ridden off the puck. Holt goes after him. Hickey deflects it. Duguay reaches and can't get it. That was Mario Marois taking away from Goring. DeBlois breaks in. Angle, save, rebound in front, no Ranger there. About the only really close call he's had, but nobody was there to take advantage of it in the blue jersey. No icing call. Marois. Got Kachuk. He's got DeBlois. He's got a shot. Save, rebound, Hickey. Hickey is wiped out of the play by Williams. And the Kings start out again. Goring. Nice move by Goring, but he's taken out by Marouin. McEwen's got the puck. Rangers go the other way. It's end-to-end play again. Hedberg on a change. Backhand pass to McEwen. Vickers is in front. The shot toward the net deflected. Stopped by a pad. Blocker save. Rangers have it again. Kachuk to left wing. Vickers has the puck. Across. Shot. Hedberg save.
Set up by Waller, Kachuk, and Vickers for Hedberg, but Mario Lessard again comes up with a big save.
Breaking the action. Score. Kings 1, Rangers nothing.
Jerry West belongs to a very special circle, the Schaefer Circle. Because he knew that being great meant working at it, till you could hit that jump shot with nothing left on the clock. Every time. Time after time. At Schaefer, we've been brewing our beer to taste great every time. That's why Schaefer is the one beer to have.
When you're having more than one.
Don't you deserve a beer that good? So come into the Schaefer Circle.
Mario Lessard had a tough time in New York on Tuesday night, but he's all goaltender here tonight.
Vickers trying to dig it off the wood. Kachuk is helping out. Vickers finally gets to it and has it. Cannot put it in front. He's wiped out by Rob Palmer. And we're going to play stoppage there.
Face-off still in the Los Angeles zone to the right of goaltender Lessard.
Been almost no chippy play here at all tonight. Good solid body checks. Almost no tripping or high sticking. Just good hockey. Kachuk gets the draw back. Dave Maloney screen shot. Lessard flags it down wide. Vickers trying to dig it off the backboard. Dennisbrand has lost his stick. And the Kings get it loose. Madman goes for it. Jensen coming into the table. Vickers on the wing. Hedberg's got it. Gets behind Dennisbrand. Pulled down. Penalty. And the Rangers will have a power play.
And if Dennisbrand does not pull Hedberg down, he's home free. He was coming in on the right-hand side. We'll show it to you again. There's Hedberg. He's got Dennisbrand beat going in on the right-hand side. Dennisbrand grabs him with the left arm and pulls him down. But once again, the Rangers will have the advantage. They face off in LA zone to the left of Lessard. Rangers have not been on net when they've had the power play so far tonight. They scored 3 power play goals in New York on Tuesday. It is Maloney, Hedberg, Murdoch, Greshner, and the big guy Esposito.
Esposito waved out of the circle. Goring stays in.
This is Esposito's 104th playoff game.
Rangers win the draw. Hedberg gets it. Greshner. Hedberg lost on a check by Maneri, and it's clear.
Maloney lost his glove, left it there, went by the Ranger bench and picked up another one.
5:14 to go in the period. 1:37 in the Ranger power play. Hedberg is just across that line. Very close play. Offside.
Good call by the linesman. Hedberg had a step. 1:34 left in the penalty to Edistran. 5:10 left in this second period of a great hockey game. Hampton comes out. Rob Palmer comes out. Gorin and Murphy stay out there.
Only difference in this game is that one power play goal.
The big difference so far has been Lessard. He's had the tough saves to make.
Greshner. Murdoch. Gresh again. Hedberg sends it in. Rangers hoping. In front, missed with an open net. Espo poked at it, couldn't get to it. Hedberg with 2 men in front. Looks to his points. Greshner to Hedberg, partially deflected. He's got Murdoch free, left side. Shoot, save, rebound. Taken by the Rangers. In front, missed. Free puck. Still free. Murdoch has it. What a game Lessard played. Greshner in front for Espo, deflected. Greshner's got the puck. Greshner shot, deflected. In front, Greshner missed it. Greshner, the general, out there now. Esposito is in the crease area, being kicked by the goaltender. There's a penalty coming up. Interference on Esposito.
So Esposito, for the second time tonight, takes the penalty while L.A. had a man in the penalty box. There's Esposito in front of the net. Lazard is kicking him. Esposito just keeps backing up, but Lazard is kicking him. Esposito is in the crease. At least there should have been a penalty to each, not just one. 41 seconds left on the penalty to Edison, and Esposito joins him in the penalty box. But that Lazard is in something else.
Time 15:43. Repeating, New York penalty number 77. Still Esposito. 2 minutes interference.
He's skating 4 aside with 4 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the second period.
Hart in front of the net. That's Esposito. He puts his back to Lazard. First Lazard hits him, then he kicks him. Esposito keeps backing up. Jim, there had to be a penalty each on that play.
We're back to live play. And there's a fight going on. Is that Deblois? Looks like Deblois and Heaslip. Yeah. Not much of a fight, a little scuffle and some holding going on.
That's an advantage for L.A. Eventually, they'll have a 4-on-3 skating situation.
And the penalty box doors open again.
Smart play by Heaslip. "31 seconds left on Edison's penalty. 1 minute and 50 seconds left on Esposito. And now Heaslip and Deblois join them in the penalty box. But a smart play by Heaslip, taking Deblois off with him, which will give L.A. a 4-on-3 skating situation. One of the most dangerous in hockey, particularly against a club like the Los Angeles Kings with Goran and Dion.
Slashing is the call on those penalties. 15:53.
Number 23.
Right now, they're skating 3 aside. It's Vanaski up front for the Los Angeles Kings, Duguay for the Rangers, with Greshner and Farish, Palmer and Maneri. And now Goring comes out, but Wicks is going to coach this one too and not let him come out. He waited too long.
Okay, face off by the Ranger blue line. 1-0 to score L.A. Vanaski has the puck. Duguay. Ron Greshner. He's got Duguay. Behind Maneri. In front. Stopped by the goaltender. Vanaski. Kings have played well in their own end most of the night. Good backup work, certainly, by Mario Lazar. This is Palmer to the red line. Dion. Marcel Dion. In front. Palmer shot. Kicked away. Parrish is going to go. Parrish just got hit with the penalty call. Goes back out. Shot. Post. Hit the post. Palmer. Shot. Pass. Shot. Post. 2 posts in a row. One by Halwood. One by Goring. Out to Palmer. Shot. Deflected. Kicked out. Halwood's got it again. The penalty hasn't been called yet. Shot. Wide. Rangers can't get control of the puck. The penalty has been called on Parrish. Palmer shot. Save. And finally, the Rangers get to it.
Jim, that was a help to the Ranger cause by not being able to get that penalty call. It used up a lot of penalty time on Esposito. Esposito now has 22 seconds left on his penalty. It'll be a delayed penalty against the Rangers. DeBlois and Heaslip have 32 seconds. But by the Rangers killing off that delayed penalty helped their cause. There's 22 seconds now left on the penalty.
Repeating New York penalty to number 3, James Parrish. 2 minutes, tripping.
It's still a 4-on-3 skating situation. Eventually, LA will have the man advantage on a 5-on-4 skating situation. But Wicks, for 3/4 of the period, letting everything go, is now ruling with an iron hand.
It is a delayed penalty. It's still a 4-on-3 skating situation. When Esposito comes out, Parrish's penalty actually technically begins. Van Ney. And clears.
15 seconds now left on Esposito's penalty.
Goring has the puck. We've got 2:27 to go in the period. Goring skating well. Maneri to Goring. They got Simmer in front. Dion cruising in. Pass in front for Simmer. Backhand save. He'll hold. And Esposito is out.
Esposito may now come out of the penalty box. And 7 seconds has been used up on Parrish's penalty. There is 3 seconds left on the penalty to Heaslip and DeBlois. So for 3 seconds, it'll still be a 4-on-3 skating situation. Then LA will have the man advantage with a 5-on-4 situation.
Goring's got a shot, maybe. Nope, backhands instead. Shot in the crowd, save, rebound loose, stopped in front. And the Rangers come down 2-on-2. DeBlois was just offside. He couldn't drag his foot long enough.
And LA had a man advantage. They had an extra man on the ice, and he had to actually dive over the board. He was not caught. 1:56 left in this second period. 1 minute and 39 seconds left on the penalty to Dave Parrish with a 1-0 hockey game.
A lot of time here for the Rangers to be shorthanded. They got 1 minute and 39 seconds more to worry about. It's still 1-0. Back toward Dave Maloney. Absolutely even hockey game with the exception of that power play goal. And it came on a rebound. Pass across from Maneri. Dion. He's got it again. Save! Goring at the point. What a move by Dion. Taylor with the puck. Back to Goring, right point. Taylor, right wing. Simmer in front. Cleared. Maneri's got it. Goring shot. Wide on a screen shot. Deflected by Dave Maloney, and Rangers clear to center zone. 56 seconds to go in the power play for the Kings. Maneri. Taylor. Knocked aside by Dave Maloney. He should be able to clear. And does.
40 seconds left on the penalty to Parrish.
Rangers making their changes. Taylor hit with a check. Eddie Johnstone trying to break things up a little bit. And does. He's got Hedberg. Hard check on Johnstone. This is Dion coming in. Taylor goes for the net. Pass, save, rebound in front, kicked wide. Hedberg's got it with Johnstone. And Eddie lifts it high and clear.
And that'll just about do it for the penalty. There's 6 seconds left on the penalty to Parrish.
Here come the Kings again. Howard with a puck. Tommy Williams cross right side. Shot Palmer, stopped in front by the Rangers. And Parrish just on the ice clears it out. Parrish goes in deep. Howard takes him out. There's Apps back. And the period ends. What a period it was. So at the end of the second period, the score. Kings 1, Rangers nothing.
They jump on the puck deep in on the Flyers' offensive left wing side for the stoppage of play. 5:37 left, second period, tied at 3 back after this.
Guess what?
What?
I got us the new PSFS bonus banking plan. It's as convenient as checking, but it pays interest like savings. We get payment orders.
To write like checks.
Plus high PSFS interest.
Bonus banking, convenient as checking, pays interest like savings. Smart move. Now you can handle all my money.
All your money?
New bonus banking only at PSFS, the bank that pays you more, gives you more.
Paul Holmgren just missed a good opportunity with a puck on that centering pass from Kenny Lensman. Just went off the toe of his blade. He couldn't get much wood on it.
Barber out again with Holmgren. Back to the point. Shot! And didn't get much on it. And right from the top of the left wing circle, Bromley made the save. Vancouver tries to clear out. Picked off by Holmgren. Rolls it down. Offensive right wing corner. McIlhargey tied up by Barber. Pulls the puck underneath him. And we get a stoppage of play with a face-off to the left of the Vancouver net. 5:25 remaining. Flyers opened the scoring in the first period. Gorence, then Vancouver, 2 power plays. Lever and Kearns late in the period. Leach got it back with a power play here in the first minute and 12 seconds of period number 2. Gorence scored. 36 seconds later, Gradine tied it, and that's where we've stayed ever since.
Well, Flyers seem to be forechecking Vancouver very well, and they keep the puck inside the Vancouver Canucks zone for about a minute, and then all of a sudden Vancouver will break out, and they get excellent 2-on-1 breaks.
Linsman takes the draw. Gets it back to the near point to Lapointe, who was on the backhander, and it slid right through him. Has to make the play to the far side as Blight was putting on pressure. Now Jimmy Watson gets there first, but eventually it's taken at center by Linsman. Over the line, he's got Barber. In, shot! Bromley, marvelous save from in tight.
Oh, did he ever? And Barber couldn't, as the puck was ahead of him, tried to reach out, try to flip it over, but Bromley really got over there quickly to stack his pads and make a marvelous save. And he's come up big for Vancouver in this second period, and the fans here really appreciating it, now standing and giving him an ovation. But Bromley, who appeared to be shaky in the early minutes of this second period, has really calmed down now and is giving the Canucks the type of goaltending that he gave them in Tuesday evening in Philadelphia.
Out there now for Philadelphia, Gorence, Kelly, and Bridgman, along with DuPont and Lapointe's going out to talk to Bob Daly, and now he goes back in, so Daly remains on. And Vancouver will go with Lindgren and Mano. And up front, they have Pitt Martin with Settlebauer and Odlefson. Face off to the right of the Vancouver net. 5:10 left, second period, tied at 3. Flyers win tonight, or that's it. Atlanta's already bowed out. 2 straight to Toronto, losing tonight 7-4. Pittsburgh and Buffalo even now, as Buffalo won in Pittsburgh tonight 3-1. Puck in on Bromley, goes behind the Vancouver net, wound around to the near side. Daly's beaten to it, and Settlebauer breaks out, but cutting across to the near side will be DuPont in the Flyer zone along the near side. Is bumped by Settlebauer, who tries to take the puck, but DuPont falls on it as DuPont made the play and was stopped. All right, we'll remind you that Flyer ticket office at the Spectrum opens at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and a limited number of tickets remain for Saturday night's deciding game with Vancouver. For further information, call 755-9700.
Vancouver is taking the body very well. They're trying to match bump for bump with Philadelphia, and that is something that has been lacking in that team throughout the years, that they seemed to be intimidated early if you started to hit them, but not so now.
Martin against Bridgman. Bridgman gets the puck, rolls it behind the net. Martin chases Bob Daly, who almost has it taken off the stick, but cuts up the middle of the ice. Through at the center ice red line. Is bumped off by Settlebauer, who's really throwing his weight around. He's a big guy. Now Bob Kelly will penetrate as Daly bumps into Settlebauer. The puck in the Vancouver zone, around to the far side. In there is Lindgren, beaten to it by Gorence, but Brian Lewis, the referee, is in there, gets his skates in the way. The Vancouver player Lindgren is tied up by Bridgman and Gorence, and then throws an elbow at Bridgman as the whistle stops play. 4:29 remaining, second period, tied at 3.
Well, Gene, I think it's just going to be a matter of time before somebody drops the gloves and really starts to pair off, because tempers are really starting to fly now. Mano came in and gave DuPont a shot from behind. Daly and Stettelbauer were trying to run at each other throughout.
Looks like we're going to get Kelly off with mono, as it looked like Brian Lewis gave them both the ejection. I mean, for a penalty, nothing more.
Kelly's trying to figure out why he's getting the finger for the penalty.
All right, the clock shows 4:29 remaining, second period tied at 3. We'll be back after this.
Eastern Airlines introduces Super Savers 2, starting May 15th, Walt Disney World. Miami and 7 other Florida cities will be 30 to 50% off our regular fares. And one child can fly with each adult for only $49 round trip. This spring and summer, Eastern takes discount fares a step further. Super Savers 2.
We have to earn our wings every day.
Bob Kelly and Bob Manna will pick up minors for roughing at 15:31. As it's just a low simmer right now, almost to the boiling point, and I think the lid's going to blow off here before the night's over. Mano Kelly, roughing, 15:31, the time of the penalties.
All right, Lindgren out with Sneps. Lindgren number 3, Sneps 27. And it is Odlefson on, along with Pitt Martin. Is his experience coming to 4 here tonight? Clark out with Leach and LaPointe with Jimmy Watson. Penalties now are 12 in the game, 8 to Philadelphia. They have 15 of the 23 penalties called in the 2 games. Clark inside his offensive left wing circle has the puck drawn by Martin into that far corner. Sneps is in there, bumped by Clark. They jam the puck up. In there as well as Philadelphia's defenseman Jimmy Watson. Clark comes out with it. Back to the near point. To LaPointe, goes on the forehand. Drive blocked by the defense. And along the near side, taken into the corner is LaPointe as Leach picks up his position on the right side. But we get a standoff as Odlefson tied up LaPointe and Sneps had Clark well in tow. Face off to the left of Bromley with 4:12 remaining, second period, tied at 3, playing 5 aside.
Lars Lindgren, their import from Sweden, played in 64 games this year and is really coming into his own. He's blocked a couple of excellent scoring chances from Philadelphia defensemen, just diving in front of him and using that body as like the board they put in the goal when there's no goaltender in there. Just diving in front, knocking that puck away.
Clark out there to take the draw, this time to the left of the Vancouver goal. Each team scored twice in the first, each and once in the second. Clark against Lieber now. They get their sticks down. Swede Knox looking. Now Odlefson encroaches the circle. Puck dropped. Clark tried to get it back to the point. Hit the skates of Swede Knox, controlled by Harold Sneps to his own right wing boards. And out comes Lars Lindgren at center ice. Drives it down behind Robbie Moore, who sets it up quickly for Rick LaPointe, who's first one there. LaPointe out on the far side. Drops it back behind the net to Jimmy Watson. He swings out along his own right wing boards. Goes back the other way. And now LaPointe has trouble, but finally comes out in front of his net. Looks on the right wing through to Leach for the Philadelphia Flyers at the Vancouver line. Drive wide of Bromley, and it rebounds to Clark along the far boards. He lifts it into the slot, and LaPointe can't make a play. Now he's double-teamed, rolls it down behind the Vancouver net. Odlefson in there with Clark. They tie one another up, and it's played nicely out to big Harold Sneps, who comes through with Lieber as Lynchman is off the bench. Lieber tries to get past LaPointe. Sharp shot to the far side. Robbie Moore directs it off his own left wing boards to Leach, and Leach through it center to Lynchman. 1-on-2. Over the Vancouver line, tries to split the defense. They take the puck away easily as it's Daly out with DuPont and Barber with Lynchman, with each team getting a man back in 45 seconds. Open man on the far side, but the reason he was offside was Sneps. And there they go, Sneps and DuPont.
That's Settlebauer, Gene, because DuPont just pushed them offside, and they both jabbed each other to the stick. Settlebauer's not noted for his heavy hitting or his fighting, but he has really been wired up tonight. Now we have everybody in there grabbing. Barber going to hold a McElhargy, Daly and Gradine. Kenny Linsman's in there. I think McElhargy wants to get a hold of Ken Linsman. They're really doing a lot of jawing. Well, that was the first time it's come very close to a fight, but it wasn't much of a one. It was more of a wrestling match or waltz me around again. Settlebauer and DuPont. They'll be going off for penalties. We'll have to see to what extent Lewis has figured on that confrontation, whether it's just a roughing or a major for fighting. But came in as DuPont jabbed at Settlebauer as he came by on the offside. Then he came back and Settlebauer broke his stick on DuPont. DuPont came right back at him, and that's when they both dropped their gloves and wrestled each other to the ground. Settlebauer ending up on the top.
Kelly and Mano of Vancouver are still in the penalty box from their roughing Miners. That has 41 seconds. So if we have Miners called only by referee Brian Lewis, we'll have one of those rare situations of the team skating with just 3 skaters aside and a goaler. We have a score in the second period, or at the end of the first period at Los Angeles. The Kings leading the Rangers 1-0.
Well, Los Angeles making a bid to even their series right now. Now Audrey Dupont is making his way towards the bench and the dressing room, as was Ron Settlebauer from the Vancouver Canucks. Harold Snepps is yelling. Harold Snepps wants to climb over the bench, and Dupont is arguing at him.
I just wonder if they're given majors and they're going to be sent to the dressing room with only 3:10 left in the period, rather than an ejection and Brian Lewis telling Snepps to sit down.
I think it's exactly what has happened. Lewis has given them each probably 5 minutes for fighting, and to try and keep the lid on things, he's going to send the both players off.
He's talking to Swede Knox now on the far side to perhaps see if Swede saw anything of any note that might assist Lewis in calling the penalties.
Well, it's been a highly intense game here right from the opening whistle, when Vancouver tried to set the pace early and show the Flyers that they weren't going to bump them around here, when Snepps and Rick Flight sandwiched Bobby Clark at center ice in the opening shift. And ever since then, both teams have been hammering tooth and nail at each other. Well, that's the switch, Gene. Dupont gets 5 for fighting. Settlebauer gets 2 slashing plus 5 fighting. So the Flyers will get a power play out of that confrontation between Dupont and Settlebauer. Settlebauer did break his stick over Dupont, which really what started the whole thing. So the Flyers will come up with their 3rd power play. Other action, Toronto beat Atlanta 7-4 this evening to win the preliminary round, 2-0. And Pittsburgh was beaten by the Sabres 3-1 to tie that series at 1 apiece. They'll move back to Buffalo on Saturday evening.
All right, big advantage for Philadelphia because the majors wash out as far as time on the clock, but the minor goes up on the board. So for the Flyers, they'll have their 3rd power play of the night, and it will be 4 skaters against 3 for 41 seconds. That's the time remaining on the penalty to Vancouver's Bob Mano and Philadelphia's Bob Kelly. So with the face-off inside the Vancouver zone, a lot of debris being thrown on the ice, which is going to cause a delay. The Flyers, who scored in the latter moments of the first period, Leach on the power play, are 1 for 2 tonight, have an opportunity now 4 against 3 for the first time in the series to use that 2 skaters to 1 edge for perhaps the lead goal that they'd like to get taken into the last period.
Well, they have lost the services of Settlebauer for 7 minutes, and that's a big blow because Settlebauer is their big goal scorer this year, coming up with 40, and they look to him quite a number of times out on that ice there and hope that he can come through for them and get their important goals. So you're taking an awful lot of firepower out of that lineup when Settlebauer sits out. Jack McElhargy wearing a protective collar around his neck. He received a pinched nerve in the neck earlier in the season and is yet really not fully recovered from it. So he wears that protective collar, or else is what's commonly known as a toilet seat.
Tudor is going to serve the minor in the box for Settlebauer. And the Flyers go Clark, Barber, Leach, and Daly against Lever, Snepps, and Lindgren. They have a 4 skaters to 3 edge for 41 seconds as Barber up through and over the line. They want to get into the zone in this kind of situation. It's set up to Daly. Daly chased to the blue line far side by Snepps. Now goes to Barber on the near side. Into Leach. Leach has got an open shot. Goes back to Daly. Hops through, and let's see if Piccadine can make a play and dive. As it was Lever. And the Flyers have lost half of that 4 skaters to 3 edge. They had it set up well, and then a sloppy pass, and they lost the chance as Barber will try to get into the zone again. Right side to Leach. Leach over the line, drops to Barber. Barber back to Leach in the slot. Challenge has to throw it off the far side, and all Odlisson does is ice it, and now each team gets a man back. So the Flyers did very little with that, but they now have the power play for 1:15. As up on the near side, Bob Kelly is out there, plays through and into the Vancouver zone. Runs right into Snepps, but is cut off as it's wound by Odlisson right through his own goal mouth. Tomano in front to Daly, who breaks the stick to Leach. Shot off the right shoulder of Bromley as Clark is knocked down. Back to Leach again. Shot. That one hit Clark, I believe, off the left shoulder. Mano without his stick on the far side. Puck behind the Vancouver net out of that corner. Bob Kelly is tied up by Mano. Clark digs it out. Looks for Barber in front. It's blocked off the side of the net as he couldn't get it out. Well, Vancouver with a man in the box and Mano without a stick survived. 45 seconds left on the minor penalty to Settlebauer being served by Tudor. 1:55 in the second period, tied at 3.
Well, Brian Lewis has called almost everything that came in contact with each other in the first period. Now he seems to have let everything go. Here is Mano just broke his stick right over Bob Daly when Daly got around him with a slash, and then Lindgren really cleared that front porch and knocked Clark flying to allow Bromley to see the puck better and come up with the saves. But Bromley has really been strong for Vancouver in this second period.
Jimmy Watson with LaPointe, and it's Lintzman, who's seen limited duty really tonight due to all the penalties, and Holmgren on the right, McLeish on the left, and it's Lever out with Odlefson, as McLeish, who scored 20 goals for the 7th consecutive season, had a chance here in the second but hit the post. Still Snep's out there as the other defenseman. Face off to the right of Bromley. 45 seconds left on the Flyers power play. Puck goes back to Jimmy Watson at the point. Closing in. Drive. That was wide of the left. Back to LaPointe. Drives it in alongside the goal to Holmgren. He's bumped off. Snaps clears. Back to the point. Kept in by LaPointe. Toward the net. There was McLeish. Couldn't handle it. To the left wing boards where Lintzman has it. Lintzman going into the circle. Tries to hit McLeish out in front. Vancouver gives it away back to Jimmy Watson at the point. To McLeish along the left circle. He's in at that angle right through the goal mouth as the puck was knocked to Rick LaPointe on the near side. He's double teamed. Vancouver sits on the puck. They sit on a man. And Holmgren knocks it offensive right wing corner along with Snaps. Behind the net, McLeish digs it out. Right out in front to Lintzman. His shot is wide and blocked as Vancouver shoves it up. And here we got a 2-on-1. Lever with Odlefson. Just LaPointe back. Lever in. Drive. Hit the post to the right side of Robbie Moore. But penalty is over. Back comes Lintzman. Over the line, up the middle. To the far side. He's knocked down by Tudor, who comes out of the penalty box. And now it's McLeish through to Holmgren. Shot from a bad angle wide, and Holmgren will pick it up on the near side. His shot hits the skate of Gradine behind the Vancouver net. Up on the far side, Tudor tries to clear and does into the neutral zone. Flyers still have a man in there and dumped in offside by Frank Bathe as it's touched up by Bridgman. Penalty box empty, 40 seconds left in the second period. Vancouver survives well, and it's still 3-2.
20 minutes of hockey remaining. Esposito's line. Don Maloney left side, Murdoch on the right. Marcel Dion's line. Simmer left side, Taylor on the right. And the Kings had the puck. Palmer ahead. Vadnais. Simmer. Sends it in deep. Rangers capture and sent ahead. Dave Maloney gets to it. It's behind his brother Don, and an offside as a result. Offside, a pass across two lines.
Face-off in the Ranger zone in front of the Ranger bench. 1937 left in this hockey game, maybe. Remember, in Stanley Cup play, as Jim told you, there is no such a thing as a tie.
Don Maloney's got the puck, sends one down the left side. Rob Palmer. Vadnais got it. Dave Maloney switches side on the backhand pass, comes down the right side, goes through Edestrand, but lost control of the puck, and there's an offside call as he goes in. So far, the Rangers have not been able to make their power plays count. They certainly made them count in New York the other night. 3 goals on 3 power plays.
They've had the chances, the opportunities, but Mario Lassard has been the man.
Taylor. Don Maloney almost intercepted. It's back to center zone, though. Don Murdoch coming back to cover up on that right side. Has Esposito. And Phillip ahead. Vadnais. Turns one in. Don Maloney is chasing after it with Taylor and gets to it. Esposito's bumped off the puck. Murdoch's got it. Murdoch now fighting to retain control, and behind the net to Don Maloney. Espo's in front. Save. Score! It's in! Esposito!
On a beautiful double effort by Don Maloney, and the Ranger bench empties to go out to Esposito. Phil Esposito, the dean of playoff hockey as far as the Rangers are concerned. His 104th game comes up with a most important goal. The Rangers finally get on the scoreboard. Murdoch and Maloney. Murdoch making a double effort. There you see him throwing it high to Maloney. Maloney taking it off the board, throws it out front. Esposito misses it once, but it comes free, and he puts it behind Lazard. We have a tie hockey game. And, Jim, that may be one that breaks the back of a rookie goaltender.
Esposito at 1-11. Duguay's shot goes across. Bouncing puck and a save. That was almost in off Hickey.
Number 12, Don Maloney.
Don Murdoch, Don Maloney, Esposito.
Murdoch made that play. He kept fighting that puck along the sideboards and kept possession.
And Don Maloney doing what he does best, getting the puck out of the corner.
And number 12, Don Maloney. Time of the goal, 1-11.
Double 7.
It is tied at 1, my friends. 18:39 to go in the game. Howard and Hickey are dueling a little bit on the far side of the faceoff. That's why the slowdown. Shot, Parrish. Save. Rebound. Save. 2 brilliant saves by Lazard.
That second one was a dandy. That's as good a save as you'll ever see. Dave Farish let it go from the point. There's the face-off. It's won by Duguay. The shot by Farish, the save. Now watch Hickey. Look at what I found.
Well, he's not shook by the goal, Bill. That's obvious. Goring against Duguay. Duguay wins the draw again. Farish in deep. Hickey ridden off it. Duguay is not. Back out toward Farish. Shot toward the net. Goes wide. Hickey and Howard are going to go. And the referee's got him. They were badly behind the net. And Hickey gave him a pretty good right cross with the glove on. Now the gloves are off.
Howard.
They're still jawing pretty good.
Howard sitting out most of the season, getting his opportunity to play. He's playing quite a hockey game.
Breaking the action with the score. Rangers 1 and the Kings 1.
Hey, Susie. Something about Kawasaki. Price? Something deep inside. See ya. That moves your haunts, you thrills, you taunts you, makes you wanna ride.
Now, at your Kawasaki dealer, the irresistible KZ750 Twin and the KZ1000 from only $19.99.
Don't let the good times pass you by.
At Hudson Valley Cycle, New York, and Yonkers Kawasaki, New York.
Don't let the good.
The war of words escalated a little bit here. No punch has been thrown, but a lot of talking is going on. Goldup is complaining now. Neither one of these men have gone to the penalty box. They're supposed to go directly to the penalty box.
And I think both of them got a misconduct. Jim, it's not a double penalty, it doesn't seem to me. It looks like Howard's the only one going to the box.
It sure is.
Howard.
I'm surprised. Apparently the referee turned around and just saw the latter part of it.
10-minute misconduct.
Howard gets a 10.
Only a misconduct.
Time of the penalty, 1:39.
Bill, didn't he wave toward the penalty box? Sure he called penalties before that. I guess not. I must have been wrong.
Number 3, Doug Howard. 10 minutes.
He certainly didn't stop the play for conversation. He had to have a reason to stop the play, and it wasn't to give the misconduct penalty. He stopped the play, in my opinion, because Hickey and Howard were going at each other.
Well, as she turns out, Howard goes for 10.
But the Kings do not play shorthanded. The only guy that's going to miss any of the hockey game is Howard.
Score is tied at 1. Pierre Plante working on the left side of Duguay. Eddie Johnstone on the right. They've got Farish and Greshner on the back line. Neither team is shorthanded, but Howard will sit out for 10. Johnstone's backhander is soft. Shot in front. Johnstone couldn't quite get to it. His stick was being held. And the Kings clear the puck. This should be an icing call. It is tied at 1.
Eddie Johnston with a good opportunity, but couldn't get his stick down.
12,029.
Face-off will be on the left side of Mario Lazard.
That goal by Esposito is his 51st career playoff goal and his 112th career point in this his 104th playoff game.
Hey, you're tremendous tonight. Knowing you just like getting a college education. You know that?
He's going to have as many as me the next playoff game.
1-1 hockey game. Rangers finally tied in the third period after trailing for 2. Duguay has done a good job on the draws tonight. He's won more than his share, I believe.
Duguay doing double duty on this line.
He wins it again. Johnstone back. Greshner screen shot in front. Deflected. Johnstone goes for it. Jumps it for Pierre Flon. It's in front. Poked away. Marquis-Slip tries to clear and does. Greshner comes across. Back to Flon, and Parrish coming back. Dave Parrish tries to get some skating room. Greshner plays the boards for Plante coming back. Johnstone. Greshner. And sends it in. Rob Palmer behind the goal line. Heaslip's going to be checked by Duguay. Vanaski's pass across left-hand side. Shot. Save and a rising shot by Davidson, and a good one it was. Hampton got off a beauty that would have caught the upper left-hand corner from our angle.
Fred Shero makes the change. The line of Kachuk, Vickers, and Hedberg come out. This is a line that's had the puck, had the control of the puck all night. Hedberg has been robbed 3 or 4 times. Kachuk, Vickers. They're now out there with McMune and Mawar. App's line is out with Jensen and Tommy Williams.
Face off, Rangers control. Mike McEwen. Kachuk. Hedberg's breaking. Kachuk is looking for him. He's got him going in, maybe. Slowed up as he gets to the puck. Rick Hampton wouldn't let him get loose. Maneri. Kept in play by McEwen. Now Amso is almost free on a breakout. Slowed down. The good poke check by Marois. Into the Rangers' end. McEwen gets back. Plays it just behind the net. Vickers on the wing, can't hold it. Shot, knocked down in front. Comes back up on right wing for the Kings. McEwen. Almost a giveaway. Mike should have held the puck longer. Coming up at Marois' side. And back to center zone. Maneri. Holt. And Holt lets one in high. McEwen's got some skating room now. Dion's on his tail. Hedberg. McEwen shot in front, not free. Rangers almost caught here. Dion slowed it down at the red line so the Rangers could get back. It was almost a 3-on-1. Vickers. Kings certainly haven't eased up. The score is tied at 1. Matter of fact, the Kings are pressing the offense right now. Fans calling for a penalty. One was not called when Dion was pulled down. Darrell Ennestrand. Kings are putting the pressure on the Rangers. Rangers are a little bit uncomfortable here at their own end, having trouble getting out. Lifted ahead for Murdoch, and Murdoch gets it out. Ennestrand flags it down, passes across right side, and Palmer ahead. Vadnais goes for the puck. Carroll's got it under some pressure. Passes nicely under that pressure. This is Dave Maloney carrying, and carrying well. Esposito picked down, no penalty call. Here come the Kings the other way. This is Simmer. Simmer puts one behind the net. Tremendous pressure by the Kings now. Rangers, I think, would settle for a face-off right here if they could get one. And they do, and we will go. There is a break in the action with the score. The Kings won, the Rangers won.
Father Brendan. Father Brendan. Is it true? Smoother than beer? Oh, aye. Not bitter like ale? Aye. Creamy, too?
I call it cream ale.
Brother Michael, 'tis a grand thing you've done.
Introducing Schaefer Cream Ale, somewhere beyond beer.
Face-off in the Rangers' zone, and the big guy, Esposito, is out there with the other little guy who's quite a hockey player, Marcel Dion. Marcel Dion finished second in scoring in the National Hockey League this year. That's the second or third time that he's done that.
Here comes the face. Kings have it. Holt with a pass behind the goal line. Badney gets to it. Here's Dion. Dion on the side. Back to the point man. Maneri looking for Dion again. Rangers have it on the intercept, though. Taken by Dave Maloney coming down the center slot. Maloney's got his man. No, he's offside. Don Maloney, close call, but he's offside, said the lineman.
Don thought he had held the line. Dave gave him a good pass. Don was streaking down the left-hand side. There's 14:48 left in this third period. We won't say the hockey game because if it stays like this, you'll have overtime.
Marquis slip is out now with Simmer, Marcel Dion. Rangers Esposito line stays out. Murdoch and Don Maloney on the left side. Dave Maloney on left defense, and Vadnais has trouble with Dion's checking, but lost it in front. Don Maloney, he can't get it now. Backhanders a stop and a save. He'll hold. That goaltender looks like an entirely different goaltender than the one we saw in New York.
Jimmy certainly playing with a lot of confidence. Mario Lasad, first year in the National Hockey League, and what a job he has done. His average over the course of the season was 3.10.
Okay, ready to go again. Rangers had the draw. Esposito wins a screen shot. Blocked. 3-on-2. Wide is Palmer. They got Simmer in front, just behind Taylor. Palmer can't hold the puck. Esposito plays the boards. He's got his man and lifted ahead by Don Maloney. There will be no icing. A nice soft pass by Don. Sent through Palmer. Be an icing call here. The Rangers will get the face-off back at the other end of the ice. There is a break in the action with the score. The Rangers won and the Kings won.
Keeping a customer on hold is no way to hold a customer. So at Eastern, we're using computers to help us to get to your call faster. One new system even makes it possible for a call in New York to be answered in Chicago, Miami, anywhere an agent's available. An industry first. But all of this technology comes down to one thing. It helps us be more helpful to you. Personal service is still the only real difference between airlines. So at Eastern, we have to earn our wings every day.
Face-off in the Kings zone. It's Duguay out there now with Hickey and Deblois.
Butch Goring against Duguay. And again, Duguay gets the draw back. Shot toward the net goes wide right side. Maneri behind the cage. Gold up off Goring's boots, and Duguay's got it. Goes back in onside to Deblois. He's very deep. He can't get the shot away. Pass out in front. And the Kings look to break out. It's behind Parrish. It'll be another icing call.
The Kings are starting to rush their plays. Subsequently, we had two icings. Face off again back into their zone. 13:49 left in this period. It's still 3-3 in Vancouver in the third period. Toronto beat Atlanta today, knocked Atlanta out of the playoffs. It'll be Toronto in the quarterfinals playing somebody. Buffalo beat Pittsburgh. That series stands at 1 apiece. They go back to Buffalo.
Duguay and Goring again. Again, Duguay wins the draw. Greshner's shot goes wide, hoping for a tip-in. Murphy in the center zone to Gold up. Hickey runs at Gold up, takes him off the puck. Murphy stops short to avoid an offside. Greshner. Good check by Goring. Knocks it away. Goldup comes up on the puck. Greshner fighting to get it back again. Still battling. Loose puck. Rick Hampton, backhander, save on a screen, a close call for the Rangers. Gold up on top of Greshner. Murphy takes it away. Goldup's got it to Murphy. They got Goring in a slot. Comes back to the point, and Hampton could not keep it in. It's offside.
Jim, that's the second offside with only one whistle. That other one was offside. Goring had quite a year. He had 87 points. That was a career high for him. Face-off just in front of the Ranger bench.
So far, the Rangers have had 5 shots on Lessard, only 2 shots on Davidson in this third period. Yes, Walter Kachuk has Vickers on his left side and Hedberg on the right. And the puck goes back into the Rangers' hand. McEwen. Hedberg takes a hit. Kings are pressing the advantage now. Jensen trying to dig it loose. Number 22. And a frozen puck in the corner. Rangers have kept their cool tonight. They were down throughout most of this game, 1-0. Never changed their game at all. Stayed with their game plan and have come back here with a tying goal by Esposito in the third period. Despite some excellent play by the Kings. Apps against Kachuk. Apps centers one. Shot. Save. Brilliant kick save by Davidson. Shot. Save by Davidson. And Kachuk has the puck. Look out in front. Played up to Hedberg. Anders on the right side, looking for a left wing. Vickers coming in a heck of a hurry. That's Williams with him. Lessard tried to clear it and could not. Kachuk hoping to pry it loose. Face off in the Kings end with 12:24 to go in the game. Face-off will be on the right side of Mario Lessard.
Jim, both teams are so afraid they're going to make a fatal mistake, and by being so uptight,
they're making
they are making plenty.
Yeah. Kachuk stays out there. The Kings are changing. Kachuk's line remains.
Sil Apps is out there now with Heaslip and Hampton. And Jensen.
Maneri off the sideboards. McEwen shot toward the net. Save. Partially screened in front. Wide. Hedberg was wide with a shot. And the goaltender could have been had. Marois shot. Knocked down in front. Marois again. Comes back to Kachuk protecting Marois. And through Marois, the length of the ice. This time it is from the Rangers, though. No icing will be called. Marois in front of his own crease. Sends one down. Vickers tipped it ahead. Hedberg is getting behind his man, going at the Maneri in the corner, and could not avoid the icing. There's a break in the action with the score. The Kings won, the Rangers won.
Da 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 da. Burger King and I. Who's looking pretty sharp now? Who's shining up to the floor? Who flame rolls every burger? Who tries to give you more of what you're looking for? Who's got that best darn burger in the whole wide world? Who's got the best burger in the whole wide world? Burger King and I.
This face-off is in the Ranger corner now with Esposito out there.
On the draw, it'll be Marcel Dion and Phil Esposito. Shot by Palmer, stopped in front by the Rangers. Carol Vadnais to Murdoch. Murdoch looking for the wing. He's got Don Maloney going in. Maloney can't get the shot off. Penalty coming up. S goes to Murdoch. Penalty has not been called. Murdoch. Vadnais. Shot wide. Duguay goes for the puck. Back to the point. All the way across. Vadnais's got a pretty good shot. He doesn't. He passes it instead. And it's captured by the Kings. And the Rangers will have a power play. Vadnais, being too unselfish, had himself a pretty good angle.
So with 11:25 to go in this third period, and with Howard in the penalty box on a misconduct, he gets company.
He'll be out of there in a few seconds.
And it's Simmer going to the penalty box. Fred Shiro counters with Esposito, Maloney, Murdoch, Hedberg, and Greshner.
Number 11, Charlie Simmer. 2 minutes, hooking. Time of the penalty, 8.
Don Maloney going in all alone. A good penalty for Zimmer to take.
Penalty to number 11, Charlie.
Murdoch's got the puck after the faceoff. Esposito gets the drawback. Espo's in a slot. So is Hedberg. He's tripped in front. No penalty call. Ahead goes to Murdoch. Murdoch to his wing. Shot. Save. Rebound. He's got it and holds.
And Hedberg has been on net all night. And Lazard has come up with the save. Hedberg all alone just to the left of the slot. Hedberg had 5 shots in the first 2 periods.
Lazard has been hurt a little bit, holding his shoulder. He's had a brilliant night.
1:42 left on the penalty to Zimmer, with 11:07 left in this first period.
Esposito again against Butch Goring. This time the Kings get the draw. Canary. And in a linesman, here comes a breakout with Murphy. He's got Goring on the right side. Shot wide. Davidson flags it down. Dumps it to Greshner. Rangers coming out. Hedberg. Murdoch. Trip. No penalty call. Greshner just does get back in front of Goring. Rangers have been strangely vulnerable this year to shorthanded goals, as you know, actually giving up one when they were 2 men to the good. Have to be careful. Greshner ahead. Onside. Shot. Save. Don Maloney for the rebound. He's got it. Almost lost it. Has it again. Hedberg with Espo and Don Maloney in front. Hedberg in front. Missed by Maloney. Greshner drops it back to the point. 47 seconds in the power play. Don Maloney here. Espo's in a slot. Murdoch to Don Maloney. Maneri doing everything Esposito except putting a rope on him. Hedberg's got it. Don Maloney, 30 seconds in the power play. Murdoch keeps it in play. Don Maloney, they better start shooting. Hedberg. Murdoch. Here's a shot by Greshner. Nope, behold. Trip. Hedberg. And they waited too long. 3 seconds in the power play. And the power play is over.
What a job L.A. did on that one.
Icing call.
Strict discipline defending on the power play. Kept the puck away from the net. Actually, Lazard only had 1 save to make in that whole power play. The Los Angeles Kings stayed in their box formation, did not panic, and killed it off. 9:16 to go in this third period.
Ron Duguay, who's done a marvelous job on faceoffs tonight, will be facing off for the Rangers against Marcel Dion.
This is the big line for the Los Angeles Kings. Taylor, Zimmer, and Dion.
Hickey, as usual, is in motion. This time with Rob Palmer. Again, Duguay gets it back. Shot toward the net is wide and high. Dion. Simmer. As Duguay checking him. Here comes Ennestrand. In front, wide of the net. Dugay's back there. What a hit on Duguay by Taylor. What a hit on Duguay, and he shook it off. Devlois. McEwen is deep. Only 1 man back. And Mawar missed it. Pass save! Biggest save of the night with McEwen trapped up ice. Only Mawar back. He couldn't find the handle, and Davidson was there. The save of the night.
Davidson, all alone, as they say in hockey connotation, naked in the net. Mawa losing the puck. There's Mawa going. He can't find the handle. But Dion finds the handle, and he waits. He waits. And he tries to make the pass over to his right wing, but it's smothered by Davidson.
8 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the game. It is tied at 1. What a classic. Rangers have it. Johnstone ahead. Dave Maloney. Lost it. Williams comes in. Rangers come out. Kachuk and lost on a check. Maneri goes for the puck. Pierre Plante has it. Face off.
Wally Kachuk now doing double duty between Eddie Johnstone and Pierre Plante. And Doug Howard comes out of the penalty box. He has served his 10-minute misconduct. 8:18 left in this third period. We have had no further score from Vancouver.
Free puck. Rick Hampton. Sent in by Jensen. Dave Maloney to Kachuk. Walter ahead. He's got Johnstone. Johnstone takes a high check. Goes in. Williams lost it. Dave Maloney in front. Free puck. Jensen goes after it. Pierre Plante takes it away. Back to Maloney. He'll shoot. Wide. Looking for Johnstone on the tip in. Badney keeps it in play. Johnstone's got it behind the net. Takes a hit from Maneri. And a whistle.
What an opportunity Eddie Johnstone had, taking that pass from Maloney, but he couldn't get the stick on the puck. 7:38 left in this third period. Esposito now comes out with Murdoch and Maloney. Breshner and Farrish.
For the Kings, as they come out, Marcel Dion's line again with Simmer and Taylor. Back line is Palmer and Edestrand. Rangers back line is Farrish and Greshner, as Bill has pointed out to you, with Esposito on this most important face-off. 7:38 to go in the third period. Taylor. Espo takes it away from him. Farrish keeps it in play. Shot toward the net, carries behind the cage. Simmer across. Behind Taylor and Dion. And Taylor finally scales one in, right side of the goaltender. Greshner. Greshner almost mishandled the puck. He's having trouble finding the handle on it. Now he's got it again. And ahead for Espo. Phillip lost in a check. Murdoch has the puck. He's going in. Good pass, left side. Shot. Save. He'll hold. What a game. Break in the action. Score, Rangers 1, Kings 1.
Hi, Susie. Something about look at those price. Something deep inside. See ya. That moves your haunts, your thrills, your taunts you, makes you wanna ride.
Now, at your Kawasaki dealer, the irresistible KZ750 Twin and the KZ1000 from only $19.99.
At Campus Motors of Suffolk, New York, and Riverhead, Kawasaki, New York.
We are certainly glad to be bringing it to Channel 38 in around Boston, and that number 77 is no stranger to you, I'm sure.
7:02 to go. Murdoch, shot, save, he almost caught net. Esposito shot, sticks aside. Shot of the save. 3 opportunities, and Espo was really dumped. Well, Murdoch was dumped.
That puck took 20 bounces around Lazard. There's Esposito in the face-off. The puck comes down. That's Murdoch. He throws it up and it almost got by Lazard. There's Esposito, and that one bounces up in the air. It bounces down, and that one almost gets by. Lazard comes up with the save.
Esposito checking the alignment of his troops. Free puck. Espo goes for it. Dion goes for Esposito. Rangers Rangers had the puck. Don Maloney coming loose, takes a hit and gets loose. In front, no Ranger there. Don fighting, Murdoch sends it behind the net. Lassard scoops it into the corner. Knocked down by Greshner, shot by Greshner, deflected wide. Heaslip's got the puck. Behind Parrish, icing call. No icing call, waved off. Murdoch has it under control coming down the slot. Ran into a nest of Kings. 4 men on him as he came across that line. 6:13 to go in a tied hockey game. Stanley Cup playoffs first round. Randy Maneri ahead up on the right-hand side of Heaslip, and he goes in. Stopped by McEwen. Marois. Mario's pass. Duguay pokes it ahead. Just off the bench. Palmer's got it. And a strand. And Goldup sends one in. Right back out again. We're inside the 6-minute mark. Shot goes deep into the Rangers' end. Davidson stops it. McEwen. Pass to his wing. Hickey gets it across the line. Duguay. 2-line pass. 5:38 on the clock in a tied hockey game.
The Rangers going all out to end this series here in L.A. The Kings fighting for survival to go back to New York for Saturday night. No further score from Vancouver. It is 3-3 in the third period.
Palmer sends one ahead. Coming up on Marois' side. Mario has trouble with the wood, can't dig it off. They've got it to Goldup. Back left side. Edestrand, a screen pass goes wide. Davidson well out of his net, was trapped, but the puck was nowhere near the net. Hickey on the wing. Lifts it ahead. High. Coming down towards center zone and cleared by the Rangers. That was a close call. Goring. He's got a man in front in Murphy. He's put down by Marois. No penalty call. Murphy with the puck. Banned on his pass out attempt. And the Rangers come out. Dugay's 3-on-2. Looking for Hickey. Hickey centering pass goes wide. Then the Kings having it come out. Rangers on a change are almost caught. Goring shot stopped on the pads of Vadnais. Free puck. Rangers have it. 4:47 to go in the game. Dave Maloney comes in. Onside. Drop pass Hickey. Dugay takes it instead. Behind the net. Forechecking by Hickey. Takes the puck away. Edestrand. Hickey's got it. Hickey centers all the way across. And here comes Tommy Williams. Poke checked away from Williams. And up ahead. Meant for Hedberg, who's bodied off the puck. Incredible hockey game. 1-1 the score. And the puck goes into the crowd to get a play stoppage with 4:18 on the clock.
Jim, this is as good a hockey game as I've seen Anders Hedberg play. He has not been on the scoreboard, but he has had an outstanding hockey game.
Walter Tkachuk's line is out with Hedberg and Vickers.
Bob Berry sending defensive combination out against Tkachuk, Hedberg, and Vickers.
Apps is out there with Jensen and Heaslip. We're coming up on the 4-minute mark in a tied Stanley Cup hockey game. Vickers and Heaslip. Tkachuk goes for the puck and gets it back to his man. Dave Maloney screen shot. Stopped in front. Look how far out he was. What a save by Lassard. Here comes Jensen. Shot. Off the stick into the crowd. Look out in the balcony.
Mario Lassard must have come out 25 feet to cut down the angle on that one. There was no place for the puck to go, only in his pads or stick. 3:55 left in this third period.
Face off in the Rangers' end. Aren't you glad you stayed up tonight? Game coming to you live from Los Angeles. Maneri screen shot. Save! On a screen. Heaslip goes for the puck. Vadnais giving it a battle at the goal line. Apps is back there. All 3 King forwards at the Ranger goal line. And here come the Rangers out. Up ahead. Good pass to Dave Maloney. Maloney goes in. Vickers goes for the net. The pass is behind Hedberg. And the Kings take over with Maloney trapped. Here comes Apps out. Vadnais sweeps at it. Apps still has it. Looks to center. It turns the corner. Poke checked away from him. And poked by Vickers across the line. What a job by Vickers. Rangers have the puck. Dave Maloney. 3:14 to go in the game. And Dave lifts one in. Lassard makes the stop. He slipped. We're coming up on the 3-minute mark now as it goes into the Rangers' end. This is Barish. I beg your pardon, Greshner. Greshner to Barish. Barish down the slot, sends one in. Dion is back, lost control of the puck. Murdoch kicks it ahead. Scramble for the puck. Free puck in the Kings' end. Murdoch. Greshner screen shot. Just outside the net. 2:33 to go. Kept in by the Rangers. Now the Kings break out. Goring. Greshner coming back. And Zimmer coming in on Greshner. Puck behind the Ranger net. This is Dion. Takes a hit from Barish. Taylor and Greshner after the puck. 2:14 to go in the game. Here comes Greshner. And Greshner will get out. Greshner up to the red line. He's got Murdoch onside. Shot wide. Rebound shot. Knocked aside by Pollard. 2 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Here come the Kings the other way in end-to-end play. Murdoch coming back. Takes his man out well. High stick on Murdoch. Nothing's been called. They're circling each other. Taylor and Murdoch, as the play goes on. And they separate. On the ice is Marois. Takes the pass out. Against Goring, sends in a backhander with 1:43 to go. Lassard to the right-hand side. Incredible hockey game as Murphy lifts it ahead. Duguay intercepts but lost it. Goring coming in with Gold up on his left side. Goring goes in deep. Goring is taken down. Out in front, taken by Marois. No penalty call. Back out the center zone. 1 minute and 27 seconds to go as Maneri captures the puck. Maneri up to Goring, who sends in a bounce to the left side of Davidson. Back to the puck now. McEwen in front. McEwen passes to his wing and gets back across center zone. No icing will be called.
We have playoff hockey, overtime hockey going on right now.
1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the game. Goldup starts in. He's got Goring. Goring's pass taken by Marois. 1:02 to go. Kept in by the Kings, Murphy. Murphy's got a free man in Goldup in front. He puts it out in front. It goes through Marois, who let it go. And Apps sends it back across the line. Looking to headman to Deblois. Duguay's coming in. Deblois already there offside. 48 seconds remaining.
As long as I'm in this hockey, watching National League hockey, I will never calm down in a game like this.
And I will never sit next to you again as long as I live. I'm black and blue.
48 seconds left in regulation time, and if it stays like this, we'll go into sudden death overtime.
On the face-off, 47 seconds to go in the game. Darrell Eddistrand has the puck at the red line and sends one in. A good save by Davison waist high. Back to the puck. The Rangers on the right-hand side. Try to get it ahead. It's still in their zone. Scrambling on the sideboard with 35 seconds to go. We'll get a face-off with 34.
And it's still in the Rangers zone. The face-off will be just at the outer side and inner side of the circle.
Jim Gordon and Bill Chadwick sending the action to you from Los Angeles. Don't forget, no tie games in Stanley Cup play. We'll go into that sudden death.
It is Wallachachuk against Silap.
Duguay comes on the ice. That'll put two centers out there for the Rangers. And Duguay, we have no official stats, just my recollection of this game tonight. It seems that he's been taking almost every face-off he's been involved with.
He's certainly been sharp on the face-offs, and for Shiro to take Kachuk away from the face-off for Duguay shows how sharp he's been.
Apps against Duguay. Duguay wins it again. Vadnais. Vickers. Rangers want to get it out now. 28 seconds to go. Duguay streaking down the left side. Slowed down. He can't get it in time. 22 seconds to go in the game. Coming back up on left wing. Shot by Vadnais, deflected. And the Kings had the puck and come out. Apps has the puck with 15 seconds to go. It goes over to Williams and he sends one in. 10 seconds to go in the game. Vadnais has the puck in his own end with 8. Gets it across the blue line.
To take Philadelphia this far.
No, before the final end of the season, everybody was talking about how do you get to play Vancouver. Everybody wanted Vancouver. Nobody wanted a part of anybody else.
And nobody had been looking at the scores late in the season because Vancouver, I believe, only lost 2 of their last 12.
Don't forget, this is a sudden death overtime. If the puck goes in the net, one team goes home a loser.
The last playoff game the Rangers were in. The last overtime game I believe the Rangers were in was against the Islanders. That was the start of the success of the Islanders.
Yeah, lasted very briefly. One face-off, a play in the corner, the puck came out in a bad pass, and zap.
Jim, I am corrected, except for last year. Remember, Murdoch scored an overtime goal against Buffalo.
Buffalo, that's right. Okay, Sillaps is out there with Mark Heaslip on his right side, Jensen on his left. The Rangers win the draw. It comes back. It goes over the right-hand side to Greshner, and Greshner carries across the red line and sends it in. Lassard lost his stick as he hit the backboard. Now he picks it up again. Rangers trying to get the quick advantage and cannot. Vickers poking at it, and a frozen puck, and that was almost the beginning of the end for the Kings.
And in overtime play, the face-offs in the corner is what tell the tale. Philadelphia scored probably into an open net. It is 6-4 Vancouver over Vancouver, the final.
Walter Tkachuk facing off against Sillaps in the Kings' end. Sudden death overtime here in Los Angeles. Free puck. Scramble for it. It's coming out to Heaslip. Heaslip ahead. Jensen. Jensen on Barish. Turns the corner. Barish wipes him out. Barish comes up with the puck. Dave skating well. Takes a long one from the red line. Strange bounce in front, and Tkachuk couldn't quite get his stick to it. Weird bounce of the puck. Here comes Apps. Centering pass. Heaslip's shot goes behind the net. Jensen in front. Tkachuk is back. It is end-to-end hockey again. Vickers coming down. Throws one in, hoping for Hedberg. Bouncing puck. Lassard clears it to his right side for Heaslip. Kept in by Dave Maloney. Dave Maloney, a backhand possibility in front. Knocked loose. Maloney back. Vickers has a shot. Save. Rebound. Miss. Vickers goes for it. Vickers behind the net. Hedberg being slowed down. Here comes Jensen. Jensen lost it. Hedberg's got it. Toward the net, knocked down by Edestrand. Edestrand comes out slowly from his own end. Esposito's on him as the Rangers change. Edestrand sends one in.
And Los Angeles makes their change. Dion is out there with Taylor and Zimmer.
Kings have won 4 of the 6 playoff overtime games they've been in. A tremendous record. Here comes Maneri. Of course, those are just records for the book. They have no bearing here because of the change in personnel and whatnot. There's an icing call. Face-off will be in the Kings' end.
And it'll be to the right of Mario Lassard, who has had quite a hockey game.
You know how many excuses you're going to have to write for these people who stayed up tonight, Chadwick?
That series is now tied at 1 game.
18 minutes and 16 seconds.
At least Millie knows where I am. Millie, this is live, not a replay.
Face-off will be on the right side of Mario Lassard. Esposito on the face-off for the Rangers against Marcel Dion. Great hockey. Free puck. Espo goes after it, pounces on it. Dion trying to wipe him out and cannot. Don Maloney is in with Esposito. They get it out toward the front. Now Maloney's in the corner. Gets away from Dion with Espo in a slot. Maloney's got a shot. He can't get it away. He was hooked off the puck and he tried the backhander. Dave Maloney goes right back in again and lost the puck, and the Kings start out. Dave comes back in a hurry. Icing will be called again, and the Rangers keeping the pressure on. The Kings are dumping it out.
So far the face-offs have been in the Los Angeles Kings zone. They can be deadly in overtime.
Face-off again will be to Mario Lassard's right side. The Kings are changing, sending out a different back line. Darrell Edestrand and Rob Palmer coming off the bench.
Jim, it's just a shame that some team has to lose this hockey game.
It's been a fine game to watch. This is what hockey's all about. No chippy hockey at all tonight. No problems. No fights, no brawls. Dave Maloney, screen shot. No, it's a pass. Behind the net, and again a weird bounce out in front. This time the Kings turn to their advantage. No tripping penalty is called. No tripping penalty is called as Murdoch goes down. Here's Esposito all by himself. He missed. In front, Murdoch missed. And missed by Vadnais. Only one man back. It's a 2-on-1 break. They've got a man in front in Simmer. Here's Dion with a pass. A shot stopped in front. Dion's got his own rebound. Shot by Edestrand is knocked down off the side of the net. Scramble for it in the Rangers' end. Back again it comes to Wedestrand. His shot is stopped in front. And it goes to Simmer. Simmer on the right side. Simmer goes in front. Poke checked away. The Rangers will get to it. How about that sequence? Palmer lets it get behind him. Don Maloney can't capture the puck, though. Esposito sends it across. Simmer's shot is stopped by John Davidson. He clears it to his left side. Butch Goring toward the net. The Rangers had the puck. And back across center zone, taken by Maneri. Maneri's pass left side, sent in by Rick Hampton. The Rangers had the perfect scoring opportunity and couldn't make it work. Murdoch. Onside. Two men come back on him. Hampton has the puck. Stopped at center zone. McEwen. Shot by McEwen. Outside the net area. He slows it down. Maneri. Gold up. DeBlois keeps it in play. This is Hickey at a sharp angle with Duguay in front. He can't get the pass out, though. Here comes Maneri in a hurry. Goring lost it. A stick check by Marois. 16:03 to go in sudden death. Marois and Goldup. Goldup's got the puck. Lost in front of the Ranger net. Here comes Hickey. DeBlois wide right side. Duguay in the middle. The pass to Duguay. Duguay backhand. Save in the air. Strike that. Free puck. Rangers in front. Hickey's backhander wide. Rebound going for Duguay. He can't get to it in time. And back across center zone. Marois drifting back. He's got Goring right behind him as an icing call. Face off inside the Kings' end.
Boy, we've seen a wide open overtime period for 4.5 minutes. They've been bombarding each other's net. And if the Rangers wanted a guy to go in all alone, they couldn't have picked a better one than Esposito, and he flubbed it in front of the net. Both teams with good scoring opportunity. The Kachuk line now comes out.
Vickers on the left side of Walter. On his Hedberg on the right. They'll face again.
Jim, the last Ranger overtime game was at the Garden against Buffalo. There was a baby born that night, Leah Sloan Grossman. Happy birthday, Leah.
Greshner has the puck up to Walt Kachuk. He goes in and lost it, regains the touch, now lost it. They get behind Greshner. No penalty call and a trip. An obvious trip and no penalty call. The Rangers got a break from the officials. Heaslip's got the puck, tries to put it in front. Rangers are there. Back behind the goal line. Heaslip again tries to put it in front, and it's almost tucked in by the Rangers themselves.
That was really a break. Ron Wick decided not to call the penalty, but Jim, I told you what was going to happen in this overtime. There wasn't going to be any penalties in center right. We're going to show you that again. Oh, a little bit of a dive there, too.
Not as bad a call by Wicks as it looked the first time around. That hook was there, but it wasn't that strong.
He might have drawn a penalty had he not tried to make him look foolish.
Hedberg. And Walt Kachuk. Good play by Apps.
Apps has had quite a hockey game.
14:47 to go in the sudden death overtime period. Hedberg. Greshner. Barish. Kachuk going in deep. Rick Hampton with the puck. Intercept by Hedberg. He can't quite control it. Now he's got it. He's got Vickers in front. Hedberg's pass behind. Maloney. Barish will have a shot. Save. Rebound. He's got it. Look out. Hedberg kept on digging. Some of his players took exception to it. You saw Vickers get in a hurry. Make sure Hedberg got a good shake. And look at Lassard crawling out. That's beautiful. Vickers is being held from behind by Heaslip. Hedberg finally got loose.
In the meantime, Lassard came up with quite a save. telling them to all keep their heads. Certainly he won't call any penalties on this one. We'll show you that one again. There's Parrish, and he's taking a blister, and the save, it goes off the glove. That's Hedberg, and he can't lift the puck in the air. And there you see them trying to get it under. That's Vickers, that's Hedberg and Kachuk. Face off once again in the King zone.
Oh, my, you're never going to get to sleep tonight. 14 minutes and 18 seconds to go. I love it.
And there he comes, creeping out of the bottom of the pile. Lazard.
Esposito's line is out there now with Murdoch. And Don Maloney. Free puck comes across. Great hockey game. Back across center zone, stopped at the red line by Dave Maloney. He's got Murdoch. Murdoch made a good move to keep that onside. Espo to Murdoch. Shot. High save. Rebound. Missed. Rebound. Free. Don Maloney takes it away. He's got Espo in front. Pass out in front. Score! Bill Esposito with both goals for the Rangers.
What a playoff Esposito had. Game number 104 comes up with 2 goals to win it for the Rangers 2-1, who came back from behind in the third period to tie it up.
Now one of the toughest things in the world to do. The losing team lines up at center ice to congratulate the winner.
Jim, but let's not forget Murdoch and Maloney. Don Maloney and Murdoch setting that up, and we'll see it again. Wait till you see this one. Murdoch and Don Maloney setting up Bill Esposito. There's the guy of the hour. He had one chance earlier in this overtime period and blew it, but when the chips were there, the pass went through. Esposito let it go through. That's Murdoch. He takes the shot. Lazard has trouble with it. It bounces off. That's the play that made it. Don Maloney. He takes the puck. Esposito's out in front. He's being held and everything, but he got that big wand on the puck, and it's 2-1 final.
A couple of times tonight, Bill, we talked about the great year he'd had, perhaps his best ever, and what a way to cap it that was. Ironically, it was Espo who missed that 2-on-1 break, and he's playing with almost a broken foot and a very painful groin injury beside. This is his best year ever.
For him,
there's Mickey Keating, assistant GM.
He's the assistant general manager. He's a happy guy. And, Jim, you'd have to wheel Esposito out with a wheelchair. He'd play.
It was some game. We're going to take another look at that goal.
The president is there also.
Let's take one more look before we tuck you into bed for tonight. Go ahead, Bill.
With Werbling here, Jennings here, Keating here, Crumpy here. Watch this one. There's Don Maloney. And he goes in. Watch him go behind the net. Murdoch had given him the puck, and he got it out under the stick of Lazard. And look at Esposito with the big, strong left hand throwing it behind Lazard.
Shots on goal in the overtime.
Shots on goal in the overtime period. Rangers had 8 for a game total of 43 shots on net. Kings had 3 for a game total of 36. There's nothing much we can add to what you've just seen here tonight. It is all over. The Rangers will sit back and wait for Monday night, and they will play against Philadelphia.
I hope you enjoyed this hockey game as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. It was over at 6-11 in the first overtime period.
Philadelphia and Vancouver will have to play one more game in Philadelphia to find out who the Ranger opponent is, but the final score once again. The Rangers 2 in sudden death overtime, and the Kings 1. New York Ranger hockey brought to you by the Schaefer Brewing Company. Schaefer, the one beer to have when you're having more than one. By Burger King, where you can get the best darn burgers. The world-famous Whopper, cheeseburger, hamburger, all 100% pure beef. Always plain broiled and juicy at Burger King. By the people that bring you delicious, refreshing Coca-Cola. Coke adds life to the life you're living. And by Mobil One, the synthetic motor oil that can save you gas. announced on the telecast, selected by Madison Square Garden Center Incorporated. This has been a presentation of Madison Square Garden Center Incorporated through the facilities of Hughes Television Network.
Rex Harrison and Doris Day star in Midnight Lace tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on the $1 Million Movie. The Joe Franklin Show is next, right here on Channel 9.